my heart. I would never, ever hurt you. I open my heart. Open my heart, give it to you. Tell the whole world that I'm in love with you. Whatever you want, baby, I'll do. I know I don't want nobody else but you. There's nothing I can do, baby. Just spend my life with you. I'll give my all to you. I promise that I will never lie. There's nothing I can do. Just spend my life with you. I'll give my all to you. I promise that my love will never lie. You're my one and only. I'll be waiting. Please, you can be my homie. I'll be
Man, I know what Kilbreth felt like. Yeah. All by myself because of the flood and other reasons. And I put on my favorite high waters and came to work, and Tari's on her way in, and Hotshot, highly doubtful, but that's not his fault, as I said, and I'm all by myself here in the studio, and it is a quagmire out there. It is a swamp. It is an absolute torrential downpour like I've never seen since I've been in this area, but hey, it's a fun first. It's kind of, as I said, it's an interesting, heavy, torrential downpour. I'm sick of all the little misty days. This is finally some solid rain. I don't want to hear about any problems with droughts or not being able to water lawns and stuff like that. This one seals the deal right here. I mean, we must have got like inches of rain between last night and this morning, to the point where, I don't know, it got me to the standpoint where I thought I wasn't even going to come in this morning, and that's why Terry's late and Hotshot's not here yet, because I think I came down with swine flu last night and got over it really quick. I don't know why I was feeling the way I was, but then I woke up and I said, all right, I'm going in, and now Terry's on her way in and Hotshot's not here, but I'm here by myself. So if you ever wanted to take me on one-on-one, ladies and gentlemen, and you want to call in right now and tell me about what's going on from your standpoint, you got me all alone, all right? I watched the Mariner game last night, started puking a little bit. As I said, I don't know, maybe I have swine flu. This could be it for all I know, and I'm here in the studio all alone. By myself. I even heard Jay Leno last night saying that swine flu is like Y2K, which was a little surprising to me that, yeah, I get the point that the media may have overhyped it, but someone out there has a family member who died from it, and I don't know. His chin's getting bigger and bigger, and he's getting older and older and grayer, whiter and whiter, and he's getting less funnier and funnier. But that's all right. Anyway, I see the phone lines are open now, and they're starting to light up at 206-421-9393. And, oh, look at the first caller. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Is this a long-time listener, first-time caller?
It is a long-time listener, first-time caller. How are you, T-Man?
Good. I'm a big fan. Who's this?
This would be Cherry.
Wow. Well, thanks for taking my call.
Oh, no problem. What can I do for you this morning?
Where are you?
Well, let's see. I'm
so lonely in here.
I'm hydroplaning in.
Yeah, I did too. I was hydroplaning. That's also part of the fun for me. My car on 520 was going up in the air and then down to the surface. And, yeah, I know people that have gotten in terrible wrecks like that. But as long as you make it in one piece, it's kind of fun.
Right.
Surfboarding to work.
Me 1 year. I've hydroplaned and wiped out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that wasn't too funny.
So I'm saying, I'm almost there, but it's cool. We're moving.
Aha. So you're in traffic, or you're moving at a slow rate, or you're moving at as fast as you decide you want to go, but you're taking it with caution, or you're going your typical 90?
No, not going typical 90, but going much faster than anticipated thus far. So, it's which is good, because it seems as though everybody going I-5 North is getting it and realizing that we can travel, then let's just be smart.
So is it less traffic than you would expect at like 6:35 in the morning, and you think people are using today and all this rain as an excuse to stay home from work, or because work is so hanging by a thread these days with most people's jobs that they can't even try to make this an excuse, although they ordinarily would? Or option C, they're going to use it anyway. Or maybe that was option A as well.
Option C, they're going to use it anyway.
Some people are using it anyway. Some people are going to use this as an excuse and say, I can't get to work. This is too much of a flood, too much of a quagmire, too much of a downpour, too much of a situation.
Yes. Yeah.
But that doesn't float for you, literally. Yeah.
But believe it or not, I mean, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised that, because usually I-5 North around this time there's been an accident or 20.
Oh, geez.
And so.
All right, so how long do you get here? You're past South Center. You're past Boeing Field.
I'm at Seneca. So,
oh, okay. Oh, you're downtown.
Yeah, I'm downtown.
All right.
So probably in 10 minutes.
Passing Quest and Safeco Field, you're on your way.
Yeah.
Where, by the way, there's a beautiful day awaiting us for a ball game when they're having a 1 o'clock start or a 1:40 start for the Mariners today, from what I noticed in the paper. Yes.
Right.
Right after taking Sunday's momentum and losing last night with their ace on the hill, Felix Hernandez.
Yeah.
Felix Hernandez is just like me in poker. He's the best player in the game who can't put it together completely.
Right.
You know I'm the best player in all of poker, Terry. You know that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I just haven't put it all together, and there'll be that one or two moments, or in Felix Hernandez, his case, innings where he just craps the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
But if he ever puts it together, he'll be so dominant, it won't even be funny.
Right.
Just like me and the poker world.
Before you know it, or whatever they're called.
Yeah, it'll never happen. I don't know about Felix, but it won't happen for me. But anyway, Terry, I appreciate the call. And why don't you check back in with us again at some point in the future?
I will.
All right.
Thank you, Tina.
Okay, Terry. That's Terry Free. She was a first-time caller. She knows I'm all alone here, and she wanted to check in. Isn't that nice? 206-421-9393, as you may be hearing this morning. There's nobody to my left. There never is. There's nobody to my right. That's usually Terry and Scott, but I'm all by myself. And Nay has joined me on the phone lines. Yes, Nay. What can I do for you? I don't remember talking to a Nay. So you may be also calling for the first time. Is that right, Nay?
I am, but I listen to you all the time.
Well, what took you so long? How can you listen all this time and never call?
Because you can't get through. You are my ride to work in the morning.
Oh, Nay, you're my ride to everything, baby.
You guys
At least I
awesome.
wish.
But I want to know how Vinnie Pooh's doing.
Vinnie the Pooh, we had a going away party part 1 with him so far. We have this going away party part 2 scheduled this weekend or at some point. I don't know. I have to check my planner. I have a planner and figure out when that is, but it's coming up real soon. He's doing really good. He's getting a little nervous, I got to admit. I don't know if he'd admit it, but I could see it on his face, seeing it in his body language, but I think that's normal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I just have to tell you guys are awesome.
Only
love you guys.
A quarter of a...
Doing what you're doing.
Only a little bit, a minute fraction of how awesome you are, Nay, and I guess she's already gone. But anyway, 206-421-9393, and Deborah.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, baby. Just me and you. Just me and you.
Always.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what?
always? Wow.
You need to stop being a complainer about the rain.
I'm not complaining. I'm fascinated by it.
It's smothering the pollen that is freaking killing me.
Oh, yeah? Then why is my nose still stuffed? Because I have swine flu? Probably. All right. Anyway.
Well, you know what? Even if you have swine flu, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, thanks a lot. My allergies, speak for yourself, my allergies have gotten a lot worse since I moved to Seattle 14 years ago. You know, it's been 14 years now. Do you believe that crap?
Where did you move from?
I moved from the East Coast.
Okay, I moved from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
To here, and Oklahoma is the worst when it comes to allergies.
Really? So this was an upgrade for you?
It's supposed to be, except my allergies have killed me. I was out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any worse place on earth for allergies if you have them than this area, because.
Well, actually by polls and surveys and crap, Oklahoma's worse.
All right, well, why don't we fight about this all morning? Anyway, Oklahoma's probably bad.
But you shouldn't bitch about the rain.
I'm not bitching about the rain. Why do you keep saying that?
Because you were.
I don't remember bitching, but if you, maybe just every word out of my mouth you hear is some bitch complaint, and that's fine.
No.
Take the show as you will.
You shouldn't be so defensive. You don't have your backup and you feel alone. I understand.
Oh, now I'm defensive before I'm complaining. I mean, you just have all the glass half filled. like half mass or half empty or whatever the stupid expression is. But anyway, Deborah, it was lovely talking to you. Not really. And
I got you, babe.
I hope to speak to you soon. I don't know why it takes me to have nobody in the studio to hear all these new voices. But that's all right. And there's another new voice on the line that I've never heard from before. And he's calling in to check in because he realizes he has a one-on-one opportunity, with me, and it's this guy.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Good morning.
First-time caller.
A little bit.
What if you were a first-time caller, just all of a sudden?
You'd hang up on me.
Do you think we wouldn't appreciate you?
I don't think you would. I really don't.
Maybe we'd actually find you somewhat novel, more original, and just... We wouldn't know anything about you. We'd be fascinated by you as opposed to the same old gay that we've known that hasn't changed over who knows how many years.
No. I'm the kind of person that has to build up on you.
You don't really think you've changed at all from the first time you ever called the show, or the first time you ever made an impact on the show was through a fax, I think. Remember the fax days?
I love the fax days.
You used to fax in before you ever called.
I know, because I was too scared to call.
Well, that certainly isn't the case these days, huh?
No, not at all.
You're right.
Not at all.
Now, what was it about that time that you were too scared that now you'll just call whenever...
I faxed in the first time an opinion about crap you guys were saying in the morning.
Oh, geez. I can almost hear, your voice starting to go. This is usually like a 3-month thing for you.
God,
is it the weather? Is it... What are we talking about? Did you take a good one down? What?
It's the weather. I woke up. No, I didn't. Please, I wish. I wish I had that excuse. No.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's the weather.
You sound like one of those... There's a gay actor that has this voice.
Don't say that. I do not sound
What's
like
his name?
Harvey.
Who?
I do not sound like Harvey Firestein.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a while, I guess. I guess he hasn't been anywhere in a bit, but that's the guy, I think.
That's exactly.
You stole his voice. He wants it back.
Didn't.
Oh, jeez.
No.
But so you were scared to call first time, but now obviously that has long since been forgotten. But you're the same person. There's not been one minute change in your personality or your lifestyle or anything.
No, I've changed a lot.
Your status, you've changed a lot. You've evolved.
I think I have.
I can't think of one little way that you've changed. You're the same.
I'm a little bit more confident.
A little more confident?
Yeah.
Really?
Please, I was a guy that wouldn't even pick up a phone and call into a radio show. I had to fax in my opinion because I was so scared.
Well, that was stupid. And now you realize quickly that was the case. But other than that, you haven't changed at all. That's the only thing you could think of. You see how sad that is?
Well, good morning to you, too. Oh, God.
Do you think Tari's really coming in?
Of course.
Maybe I'll be here by myself all morning long.
Oh, do you want me to come down?
No.
Why not?
But I'd rather...
I'll go down.
I'd rather be all alone
We all know that.
for the rest of my radio life. But maybe Tari was just bluffing.
Oh, she better not be, because I'm actually trying to call into work to see if I can work from home today.
Maybe it's just me all morning long. So you think people are going to use, and you're a prime example, but you're really just... Even if it was gorgeous sunshine today, you would say you can't come in. So you think there'll be other people...
still work, though.
Other people that use today's weather situation as a reason to not go to work? Or what?
Oh, yeah. They're flooded. Their driveway's flooded. They can't get out. Yeah, their car won't start. The battery's stopped. Yeah.
Fine. I get the whole there's a little snow on the ground and people in the Northwest, at least up till this year. This year we all became cagey veterans of the snow situations, but up to this year people got scared of snow. They weren't used to it, blah, blah, blah. But if there's one thing we're used to in the Northwest, it's rain. So how do you call in and say, I can't get to work today because of the overwhelming amounts of rain?
Because any time the people that would normally call in when they can actually get to work...
I don't have my rain tires on? Yeah.
Exactly. They're going to use that excuse.
Right.
It's like, oh, no, it was torrential last night. I've got to make sure my house is okay. If they don't want to go to work, they don't want to go to work. Doesn't matter whether it's rain, snow...
I can't find the rain chains for my tires, and I'm not going to come in today.
Yeah.
You think that floats with the boss?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, too much rain got in their alternator. It's stopping it. Their car won't start. I know all the excuses.
Yes, you certainly do. You should write a book. It would be a bestseller.
No, it wouldn't.
Probably not. Anyway, Gay.
Yes, sir.
You may have to check back in the next segment again because I don't know if Tari's really coming in.
Well, even if she does, I'll still call.
Sounds good.
Because, that's what I like.
Yeah, not really. All right. 421-9393. Ronnie.
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
Not much. I'm just sitting here listening to the T-Man show.
Well, it's not much of a show this morning. It's just me and you. It's me and Ronnie. It's the Ronnie and T-Man show. I'm even going to give you top billing. It's the Ronnie and T-Man show. And I'm waiting for people. I'm waiting for people to call in, realizing I'm all alone. I don't have anyone flanking me. This is an opportunity to come at me one-on-one. And I'm just hearing people calling in saying, yeah, listen for a long time, blah, blah, blah. I thought people would attack. I thought people would finally hit me at an angle that they've been waiting for. I'm exposed. I'm vulnerable. And no one's doing that.
Yeah, well, people are so terrified of the swine flu, they think they're going to get it over the phone.
Well, I don't really think I have swine flu, but I don't know.
Well,
who knows?
Well, why don't you think Cherry's coming in?
Why? Because she gets paid too? Is this a loaded question?
No, but I don't think she's going to come because I think she thinks you have the swine flu.
Oh, you think she's turned around and is bluffing and is just trying to lead me on like every woman has ever done in my entire life and is not coming in this morning?
Exactly.
Right. So does that mean you want to come in, Ronnie?
Absolutely.
And what would I expect to be in front of me? What activities, extracurricular-wise, might I expect if it was just me and you here in the studio, Ronnie?
Well, I'll just let you know I'm not afraid of any swine flu.
Aha, you just want to roll around the slop with me, huh, baby?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've had many a listener, I've never admitted this on the air, it'll be the first time, I'll do it with you, Ronnie, who has emailed me, many a female like you who's talking all, sexual trash and making it like she's all nymphoed out and everything, and I tell her, I go right with it. You know me, I'm not shy. I say, write me an email back of what we would do if we were alone in the studio after hours, just with the door locked and the shade down, because there is a little window on the door, and what would we do to each other? And women have written me some of the most erotic, it's pretty lame when you think about it, some of the most erotic, from my standpoint and theirs, erotic standpoint, like, that I've gotten. It's usually that, me telling them to come up with what exactly the details would be of the scenario of me and whatever female emailer I'm going back and forth with, and I could bring in, I don't really have them anymore, some of the most long, erotic emails. They don't even know what I look like. If they did, they wouldn't read it. Of what we would do here in the studio. So if you want to do an audio version of that right now, you got my full attention.
Really?
That's right. So here again, I'll paint the scenario for you in case you're missing a little bit of it. It's me.
Is that entirely appropriate for
Of course it is. Yes, it's a family show, and this is the best part of it. It's me and you. We're alone in the studio. It's after hours. Nobody knows we're here. The door is locked. I'm sitting in my radio host chair. You come over to me, and what happens next?
Well, I suppose I would have to give you a little lap dance.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I'm pretty
How little?
up on that.
Uh-huh, and then what? You're laughing, Ronnie. This is not a laughing matter. I don't remember laughs in the emails. Maybe they were laughing when they were typing. Anyway, is this hysterical to you? The thought of this so preposterous you can't help but break out in outright just nonstop laughter? All right, well, never mind then. Goodbye. There's that dead silence again. Wow. 421-9393, and D is on the air. D.
Yeah, hello.
Oh, jeez. I hope you're not going
to.
I hope you're not about to pick up where Ronnie left off, right?
Oh no, man.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. Hey.
I mean, that had potential the way she started with the lap dance. It was a little cliche and a little lame, a little old school, but that's all right. I was willing to go from there with her, but then she just couldn't help but give me nothing but this giggling, and it was like...
She killed it.
Yeah, she killed it. That's exactly the point. Killed it for me, killed it for you, killed it for herself.
Man.
A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and she blew it.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Actually, we would have actually, done that, blew it, but, Hey.
I was thinking the same thing. We're on the same page there, D. What can I do for you this morning?
Hey, I'm the first-time caller. I just wanted to call in and tell you guys that you But
well, there's no guys here. It's just me, as I said. Terry's on her way. She should be here any second, but her little legs take a little longer than the average person to make their motions to their typical workplace in the morning, so we'll give her a little slack. And it's just me and you, D, as uncomfortable as that feels.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
very uncomfortable, man. Very uncomfortable. Maybe Gay would enjoy that, but not me.
Well, what's with the first-time callers? Here I am. I sit here.
Yeah.
I tell everyone I'm all alone.
Well, check it out, though, T. Check it out.
Yes.
You said you moved here from the East Coast. Did you move here from New York?
Originally, yes.
Ah, yeah, me too.
But I've been out here 14 years, so I feel as entrenched as anyone who's been here all their life. I came here in 1995, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was first on sports radio. I don't want to give you my whole bio, but, I think it's legendary history, so I won't go into it. It's all right.
Right on. I hear you. Well, hey.
How long have you been here, D?
I've been here for about 17 years.
17 years?
Yeah, 17 years.
Wow. All right, so you must like it a little bit, too.
Graduated from Brentwood High School out of New York.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what that is, Long Island?
I'm not familiar much with Long Island, but that's all right. I know the cities. I don't know the schools.
Right on.
All right.
Well, hey, T, it was great talking to you. Just wanted to call in.
I don't see why, but thank you for the compliment, T. I appreciate that, and hopefully you'll have a second-time call in real soon, and the first-time callers feel like this is their opportunity, I guess, to make the... Guy's been here 17 years. First-time call. I do have Pasty behind the glass, but I'm not going to make him feel the pressure to say anything right now. I'm sure when we get back, he's holding up the break sign. From this break, Terry will be here to join me. So this first hour of solo fun, and believe me, I have had my share in my life of solo fun, is now come to an end. So for all the callers that I advertise would get their one-on-one shot with me, it'll pretty much be the case in the next segment with Terry here. We'll keep her quiet. We have a way of doing that and all that stuff. So don't feel reluctant to keep in with the calls. It's going to be a big call morning on this weird, soggy day. And saying soggy sounds like a pretty hefty understatement because it's like what do you call it? A tornado? No, not a baby tornado. I heard winds. I heard the hardest rain on my roof. I heard a lot of interesting little May weather patterns. This is the hardest spring. Feels like it, yes. 421-9393, back after these words.
The 5 o'clock traffic jam. Y'all feel me, man?
Happy Cinco de Mayo! Listen to today's show, man, this afternoon at 4:10. You could instantly win $10,000, period.
And then you gotta check out our traffic jam today at 5:30 when we play Tupac, Cali Love. Okay. We're gonna give you Sounders tickets because David Beckham's coming to town.
KUBE 93. New on the dollar menu at McDonald's, a tasty McDouble burger.
A tasty McDouble burger.
2 all-beef patties.
2 all-beef patties.
Joined by a slice of melted cheese for just $1.
For just $1.
Okay, what are you doing?
Well, I'm helping you double announce the McDouble burger.
Okay, then how about you stand over there by those double...
Can't tell if that's Bone Thugs, or is that the weather outside? I'm still here all by myself. Terry's not coming. Oh, wait, no, she's here.
I'm here.
Hi. Terry Kev is up. You're back. You're better than ever. You made it through the rain.
Surfed on in.
Terry got on a surfboard, came on down from Auburn to be a part of the shindig, and I'm really happy that you're here, Terry.
Oh, good.
Although I was enjoying taking the calls one-on-one. I'm sure we can continue on with calls all morning long because it is that kind of... It's a weird morning, It's a Tuesday, which is often a just peculiar day altogether, but this one has a special little weird tone to it with the downpour that I'm sure everyone heard.
Yeah.
On their roofs, wherever they were, all over the area. It was just rain that you're not accustomed to hearing in this area. We're just so familiar. We're so used to the fine mist, to the small little pitter-patter of drops that really don't make that much of an impact, just enough to spoil any outdoor plans you had. And,
sure.
And we're used to that. We love it, and it brings on the fresh air and everything that we appreciate, so no one's complaining, although some listeners, I guess, take every comment that that I spew out there so negatively. I'm not complaining, but this was like hardcore rain, maybe a clap of thunder here or there, and some power went out on Mercer Island and in some areas of Seattle. Pasty Dave said he's never lost power in his building in his life. He's lived there for, since the last life and his entire life this time around, and his lights flickered a bunch of times.
Wow, that's pretty...
So still, the streak is alive, that his power's never gone out.
However...
But there was some signs of turmoil in his joint for the first time.
There was a threat.
There was a couple of flashes of power outage possibilities.
Right.
You know that taunting little flicker that your lights give you?
Are you prepared?
Oh, do we have flashlights? Oh, my gosh, we're all going to die. Tuna?
I know.
Canned goods?
Right.
So, yeah, he got a little of that last night. I'm sure most people did if they didn't lose their power altogether. Hopefully you weren't affected at all, and you're going to make it to work if you're still with a job. Just fine this morning, like Tari did eventually, and I did as well through all the turmoil and the strife. Tari, you are already lining up your stories. I'll let you get a little organized. We'll continue on with some phone calls, and they're coming in at 421-9393. We have text messaging at 97373, don't you know? But Tyler is calling in. Yes, Tyler.
Yeah.
How you feeling this morning, dude?
Not too bad.
Yeah, everything good?
Well, yeah.
Feel a little eerie, though? You got that eerie feeling that I'm feeling, that I'm assuming everyone's got a little touch of, and you don't even know what I'm talking about?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
I had to shave my head for work. And
this came out of left field.
My girlfriend's pretty mad at me for having to do that.
Now, what possible job could Tyler have that his boss is like, Tyler, you still haven't shaved your head? What's going on? Are you in the military?
Well, it was growing out pretty long, and I had to get a haircut, and I couldn't afford a $10 haircut. So I went and shaved my head. My girlfriend got all mad.
What do you do? You said you did it for work. What do you do?
I do security.
Security, and they don't let security guards work for the place that you're hired and employed by unless they have complete shaved heads. Makes perfect sense.
No, you just can't have long hair, and I couldn't afford a $10 haircut.
Oh, I see. Why
can't
can't you have long hair as a security guard?
Yeah, pull it back in a ponytail.
I guess they feel that that's inappropriate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, but there's a nice happy medium between a short, clean haircut and long hair. Are they against that too? Like if your hair is a little shaggy, or I don't know, if it's a little bushy, if it's a little long but not, out of control, is that all right or what?
No, they actually have a rule book that says like a quarter-inch past the ear.
No way.
You have to... Yeah.
Where are we living?
I don't know.
So you had to save $10 and you just shaved your head yourself, or what?
Yeah, and now my girlfriend's all mad and making me wear a hat, and I was wondering if you had anything saved up on a rainy day that you could help me out get out of the doghouse.
As far as what? You want a couple of CDs? What are you looking for? I mean, you shaved your head, big whoop. So how can I help you? You want a wig? You want one of my... I got the Tuesday wig on today. Oh, well, look at that. It's perfect timing. It's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
What are you asking for? I don't get it.
I don't know, maybe some tickets or something?
Yeah, not going to happen, Tyler.
For a bald
This
head?
is the weirdest lead up to asking for tickets I've ever heard. I had to shave my head for work. My girlfriend's mad. Can I get some tickets?
Right. Can you help me out? Maybe you have something stashed away for a rainy day.
Doghouse here, man.
All right, and tickets is going to be like, oh, I love your head now. If I give you tickets, you're going to present them to her, and she's going to love you. First of all, do you have the right head to shave? Every guy who attempts, most guys know not to shave their heads anymore these days. There was a little run in the 90s where black men were looking better and better through the style of the moment with the bald look, but that's kind of come and gone, and it had a nice run. It was good for that time period, but... You got to know what kind of head you have before you start shaving, Tyler. Do you have a good shaped head?
Yeah, I shaved my head a few times before.
Oh, you have? Good. And it's always turned out all right for you. How old are you, Tyler?
23.
23. How old's your girlfriend?
She's 23.
And how serious are you guys? Do you live together?
No, not yet.
You don't live together. Does she stay over all the time? Is she, always on? I mean, what's the story with you two?
Pretty serious.
How long you been together? Did he
say
that?
Half a year, I think.
Half a year?
6 months. Wow.
Not that serious.
At half a year, at 6 months, does she even have the right to start commenting on his fashion decisions?
They don't even live together. Nothing's...
She's already making inroads on how you're supposed to style yourself after 6 months?
A lot could happen in 6 months.
Fine. Wars have started and ended in 6 months. If you really want to get technical, I understand, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about whether she's being a little presumptuous in thinking she can start ruling your fashion patterns and your women get really...
Well, she gave me one of those things where you don't have to wear a hat, but you can tell that she really wants me to wear a hat.
All right, how long into your relationship did you and her start having sexual relations? That's going to be key in deciding whether she has the right to start making calls on what you should or shouldn't do as far as your fashion decisions are concerned.
A couple of months, but I don't
couple of months?
Deal with it.
If she made you wait a couple of months, then she doesn't have the right to start making true decisions on your fashion ideas until, let me take the calendar, December 3rd of this year. All right? Now, as I'm looking, it's May 5th. There's a long way to go. She made you wait 2 months for sex?
I wouldn't want it any other way.
Huh?
You wouldn't want it any other way, really?
Oh, he's the guy who...
You held out on her?
No.
Then why? But you like your women, making you fight for it, or you like your women putting up...
Well, you want to make sure that they're not giving it to everyone,
Uh-huh. So because she made you wait 2 months makes you think that she made everyone jump over hurdles, jump through hoops, and she's more of a... dole it out at... only when it's perfectly the right setting kind of girl. And because you had to wait 2 months, she's never had a one-nighter, she's nowhere even close to being a floozy, hooker, hoe, anything like that. And you'd be surprised, perhaps, to learn, Tyler, that some girls make certain guys wait periods of time when, believe it or not, other guys get access in the first couple hours, Tyler.
Oh, I know. I'm not done.
Now, you may not be one of those girls, and you may be telling yourself, well, I know there are girls out there like that T-Man's talking about, but this isn't one of those girls. She's consistent in being really prudy. Is that what you're thinking? You got a really good prude girl?
I have a pretty good feeling of how she is. I know that other girls aren't...
Maybe she just had to wait 2 months to get over that gagging reflex, the thought of having sex with you, and it took all that while. And
wow.
That's why you're extra special in her life as compared to other guys that she may have given it up quicker to. You ever think of that?
Yeah.
But now that you have broken the sexual ice 4 months ago, I'm sure you're in, perfect sync, and it's wonderful, and she's loving every second of it. Does that go without saying, or what, Tyler?
Yeah, both of us.
You don't sound that enthusiastic when it comes to talking about sex with her.
By the T-Man, a good 10 minutes of getting yelled at.
I don't remember any yelling. I was just breaking it all down as I saw it in my mind, just pointing out possible scenarios. I never said with any certainty that this is how it's been going in your life, Tyler. I'm waiting for you to tell me.
Things are going pretty good.
But you're not very talkative.
My head and she doesn't like it.
Yeah, you seem to be fascinated by your shaved head, and I'm really,
It'll grow back. No big deal.
Yeah.
And?
We're ready to move on from your shaved head.
Yeah.
And we think she probably is, too, and you're the only one who's dwelling on it. And you're not getting tickets for your shaved head. I'll tell you that right now. That's what you're waiting for. If you're waiting for me to paste tickets to your bald head, you can forget about it.
Yeah.
So if you need to cut your losses now and hang up here, then by all means.
It was worth a try.
Okay.
Oh, good effort.
Take care.
Yeah.
Milkman J.
Oh.
T-Man.
Hello, Milkman.
Let's get personal, baby.
Are we
all right. I don't remember saying we're playing any version of Let's Get Personal, but if you have a personal question to ask me and you've been waiting a while on the phone lines, I don't want to break your spirit here.
Well, you never came out and said it, but you asked us to call in, and you were tired of first-time callers, so it's time to take you on.
Well, I was all alone in the first hour, but now I got my good old friend Terry Free to my right. And
hey, Milkman Jay.
Oh, jeez.
What up? I'll take you both.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, this sounds really kinky. Maybe we should save it for off the air. What's your question, Milkman?
Hey, I'm
sorry, I don't do that.
Will you?
What's that?
Won't you talk a little bit about what you're going to do after the show?
After the show today, I'm going to go and roll around in the mud in my backyard and shave my head so I can be closer to Teddy, or what was that guy's name?
Jeez, I don't even.
Yeah.
That's what kind of impact.
Did he mean after the show is all said and done?
I think he's implying that.
Well, Terry's going to put me in a home, and I'm going to drool for the rest of my life.
And I'll check in once a week.
Well, I'm still in my 30s, Terry. I got a lot of good years ahead of me, so I think, yes, the show can't go on forever, as everyone knows. But as far as what I can do, I don't have many other talents. This is pretty much it. I've run the gamut on what I can offer the world. So when I'm sick of doing this show, which, let me look at my watch, is about 4 minutes from now, I haven't really a plan, but it'll probably involve something in radio or something in the entertainment world. I've never been interested in TV, and you're all lucky for that.
Well, you always have your poker, too.
Mm-hmm.
Do that tour.
Yeah, but I told you, I'm like Felix Hernandez, Terry. All this potential, sitting on, ready to explode to become the greatest player in the world. I'm sitting on, ready to become the greatest poker player in the world. And kind of like Felix Hernandez, there's always that one inning where I implode, that one moment where I just blow it. And I'm thinking sooner or later, Felix is going to put it all together.
Sure. As everybody else is, too.
He didn't last night. And it is a little overdue that he becomes the dominant pitcher that it looks like he absolutely can become at any second now. But I'm still thinking it will happen for him. But as far as me and poker, there'll still be that moment where I put all my chips in the middle on a stupid bluff just to see what happens.
Come on.
And my whole tournament that I've established, building up chips, moment by moment, all goes by the wayside in 1 second. That's just my personality.
Call your bluff. You go,
I blew it all!
Damn it. I was so close.
Like Felix last night. First 4 innings looked like the world beater of all pitchers from Cy Young to Randy Johnson to whoever else has been the most dominant pitcher that has touched you in your lifetime.
Right.
And then there's that one inning where it looks like he couldn't get 3 outs to save his life.
Got shelled.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for that.
But that's going to come to an end for him. He's still putting it all together.
Yes, he is.
Me and poker, Terry, you say I'm going to go on and play poker? I don't know. I don't think there's really any lucrative future for me in poker. It's just like a bottomless well, and at least I acknowledge that, right? Okay.
Right. Okay.
But maybe I will put it all together and score that huge one.
I'm hoping that you'll get it together.
Oh, you don't really care. Anyway, what else is going on in the world that you do care about?
Jenny McCarthy is getting her own talk show, and, of course, backed by the one and only Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah's back in that, really?
She is.
I thought Oprah's smarter than that. It seems like Oprah is getting desperate. I think she's almost like grooming someone, thinking and feeling and not telling anyone, but having this thought pattern in her head that she's got to groom the next person because she's going to die.
Oh, really?
I honestly feel like she may be going through that right now.
And Jenny McCarthy?
And I'm wondering why she's coming up with Jenny McCarthy, because that is one annoying bunt, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, but
I don't want to sit around in an afternoon, like I'll be watching anyway, and hearing her talk about how she cured her son of autism, all right?
Yeah, and she's really big on that right now.
Oh, I cured my son of autism. Oh, I'm the one who was able to pull him out of it. And all the other people who have autistic kids are just stupid and not doing right by their kids. That's the message that she doesn't realize she's sending people.
No, I agree.
All the others out there that not only have the day-to-day struggles of having to deal with an autistic child, which is, as I said, a day-to-day struggle.
Sure.
Then have to feel that guilt that Jenny McCarthy, dumbass Jenny McCarthy, is putting on them. Hopefully they're smart enough to realize Jenny McCarthy is just some stupid broad, and they don't take too much into what she's saying. But if they are, then they must be feeling guilt on top of everything else that, wow, Jenny McCarthy cured her son of autism, and I haven't been able to cure mine. Too bad.
Right. Well, she wrote a book on it, so maybe if I just follow her.
So stupid. All that really needs to be known there is, for some reason, some kids are able to make progress when they're diagnosed with autism, going through certain bouts of therapy, and others just don't for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. And it really just comes down to circumstance and nature, and Jenny McCarthy didn't really do anything else but love her son. I'm not claiming she never loved her son as much as anyone else, but for her to come out and say, I cured my son.
Yeah, she made a big deal about it.
Shut up.
Yep.
All right? How does Jim Carrey deal with you? He must be more loony than you are.
Well, we all know he is kind of loony, and he has come out and said that he's got little psychological things.
My gosh, she's got to be intolerable. She must have the greatest VJ in the world to counteract. It must smell like roses and feel so good. Just to overcome all the annoyances that must come with being with her on a daily basis. And this is who Oprah is grooming, amongst others.
Really,
I'm sure she's got a whole stable of friggin' horse faces like Jenny McCarthy, but this is the show that is now being advertised as something that people should look forward to. Yeah. Jenny McCarthy on a daily basis, please.
Yes. Well, they're BFFs and all.
Well, there have been many shows that come on strong and then die quicker than you ever could expect.
Right.
That's my prediction for this show.
Okay.
I don't see much of a lasting future for Jenny McCarthy's daytime talk show on TV.
Right.
All right?
Well, they're not giving a lot of details as to, how it's going to, work and things like that. But
it's going to be obnoxious.
Yeah, it probably will be.
It'll be about 6 months long.
Ooh, that's your prediction.
And then it'll be canceled, and Jenny McCarthy can continue on curing her son of whatever autism-type characteristics may remain. If I guess none, because she's completely cured him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's normal now.
Yeah.
Right.
He's mainstreamed.
Right.
Like other kids who have been diagnosed with autism, some go on to become mainstream, and you never even realize that they have autism, and some never pull out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to call Jenny McCarthy over to use her special powers because she has none. And you shouldn't feel any guilt if you have an autistic child and you're hearing about how Jenny McCarthy cured her son and you haven't been able to do the same with your child. She is just a stupid girl. All right?
Gotcha.
I wouldn't even have sex with her anymore, Terry. I would pass her by.
Pass her by?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Does nothing for me anymore. There was a time.
Oh, no, I know.
What was the name of that show on MTV? The first, little dating show that MTV really put out there. I mean...
I know what you're talking about.
It all started with a remote control. That wasn't her. That was Carrie Werher. But then there was Jenny McCarthy in that show where at the last minute they put them back to back and then they would turn them around. They would see each other and it was all that fun and frolics-filled moment. What was it?
Out?
Singled Out? That
might
be it.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Mm-hmm. Pacey Dave from across the glass. Singled Out! Still has the box set and watches it every day. I'm imagining. Right, Pasty? Yes.
Yeah, she was. Singled Out.
Still sending in letters hoping to be a contestant. Pacey Dave. Remember Singled Out.
Right.
Nice job, Pacey. Way to pull that out of your ass, Arena. Nicely done.
Way to go.
Okay, so Jenny McCarthy's getting a talk show. I do see her on Oprah a lot these days.
I'm telling you, they are best friends. I mean,
I saw her on Ellen as I was, running on the treadmill, reading the subtitles, hearing again about how she cured her son, and when she's not curing her son of autism, she's sleeping in hyperbaric chambers. So it should be one interesting moment after another on Jenny McCarthy's own show.
You have to admit that, Dr. Phil and Rachel Ray are very strong, and they're both backed by Oprah. However, we always hear about Dr. Phil having had it out with Oprah, so they're not always on good terms.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oprah makes you who you are,
right?
And then you turn on her.
Because Oprah got really ticked off about the whole Octomom thing that Dr. Phil, because he's obsessed with Octomom.
Yes, well, she has Bajuba lips, and she looks like she'd give quite the complimentary Hummer, and I could see how a guy could get obsessed if you were in the presence of the Octomom, and chances are she puts out a little bit, although all her childs are done through
right, and she claims that she hasn't had sex
little
in
test
forever.
tube circumstances. But anyway, Dr. Phil is a little bit off the deep end when it comes to the Octomom.
Yeah. And so Oprah's a little upset at him.
Oprah's dead on with that. Oprah's usually dead on with a lot of things. I'm a fan of Oprah's.
As a lot of people are.
There are very few times where I question the judgment of Oprah, even though I'm not the most loyal day-to-day watcher of her show. I'll watch it if it's a good topic with, I pass by the TV, my wife's watching, I'll sit down, make a snack, and get through a nice hour of Oprah, but... This is certainly a time where I have to question her judgment and wonder if she's getting into that mode where she's feeling like she has to groom the next.
But Jenny McCarthy.
Maybe her thyroid condition and she doesn't look great. Maybe there's more to it than anyone knows.
Maybe so, but Jenny McCarthy.
That's exactly the point. There's got to be some kind of desperation that goes into picking out Jenny McCarthy as a daytime talk show host.
Wouldn't you rather see Gail? I'd rather see Gail than Jenny McCarthy.
Well, I think Oprah would rather see Gail doing other things.
Oh, okay.
So she's a little busy.
Oh, okay.
Jenny McCarthy doesn't do it for Oprah like that. But Oprah may be dying.
Oh, no. Come on.
I know you don't want to think that, Terry. And I know it's harsh to say maybe out loud, but maybe we're losing Oprah. She does not look that great.
No, I agree with you on that.
And she has that whole panel on Fridays now that I just found about that my wife, she has like a view show on Fridays where she's got Jenny McCarthy sitting there because she wants to take the load off herself, so to speak. Because she can't really do as much anymore because she's not all that well.
Yeah, and even like we've talked about, the lighting isn't even saving her. So,
Jenny McCarthy, really? Now Oprah's getting delirious. I'm getting worried.
KUBE93.com. What's happening now?
Yeah, let's go.
Eminem admits he actually does have something in common with his mom.
KUBE93.com.
Bring Cube 93 to your high school.
Only on KUBE93.com.
Brought to you by
McDonald's.
Have you ever bought something and as soon as the sale's complete, they try to sell you an extended warranty? Don't you just hate that? Or when you have to send in a rebate or join some club to get the lowest price. I'm Emerson Robbins, and I can promise you that stuff will never happen at E.E. Robbins. Getting engaged is stressful enough, which is why...
At the Brit Circus on Saturday in Connecticut, overzealous fan Kyle King rushed the stage.
Yeah, speaking of blaming on the alcohol, did you see the video on this, Terry? This has been out for a few days. Really?
I've heard
about it. You have not
it.
seen this at all?
I haven't seen the video, but I heard about it.
Dude about 20, 22 years old, something like that, just starts getting all sloppy drunk, it looks like, and just decides to go on stage and dance with Britney during the show. One of those moments.
Wow.
Probably went with his friends. A couple of guys who have had a hard time getting laid for the past lifetime. Decided the Britney concert would be a good venue to meet some babes, and
why not, right?
They got a little frustrated early on and kept pounding beer, and
God, really?
Guy just decides mid-show to run up on stage, and her dancers. It's her dancers that acted as her bodyguards. It's nice to know that your dancers have dual skills.
Wow, pretty tough dancers.
I'll tell you what, I'll put the video. I assumed everyone's seen it by now, but if you haven't, Pasty will put the video, right, Pasty, up on the tmanshow.com so you can see this cat just get all sloppy drunk and decide to see if he can have a little hoedown moment with Britney on stage during the circus concert. And it's her dancers who break their pattern dance steps and start tackling this guy, or at least getting him away from Britney. And I was kind of impressed that not only are these the highest skilled dancers in the land, but they'll take on the dual role of acting as your bodyguards too.
Wow, that is cool.
It wasn't all of a sudden out of security. At least that's the way it looks to me. It wasn't security that all of a sudden starts going on stage to peel this guy off, at least not at the initial moment. Her dancers break their step to get this guy away from Britney.
Good for them.
At the Brit Circus on Saturday in Connecticut, overzealous fan Kyle King rushed the stage.
Kyle King, his name's out there too, to inspire other people. Hey, if I want to get famous, Kelly Clarkson's coming to town. Let me go dance with her. No kidding. I wonder if giving his name out there inspires other people that are nameless and non-impact kind of dudes to feel like, hey, I can have my little moment, get my name out there nationwide.
At the Brit Circus on Saturday in Connecticut, overzealous fan Kyle King rushed the stage, giving Brit the heebie-jeebies. Cops tell E! News he was taken into custody without incident and was released on a $250 cash bond. The 20-year-old was slapped with a breach of peace misdemeanor and will face a judge in June.
Face a judge in June.
Yep.
Some judge out there has to sit up there on the bench going, is this why I put in all these years of law? Is this why I went to law school and have done all I've done, started as a clerk, worked my way up into becoming a full-fledged lawyer, now I'm actually a judge, and I got to hear about some dude, 20-year-old bum rushing Britney?
Yeah. Wasted.
That where my life has gone?
Looks like it. Oh, jeez.
What do you get for that? What is he looking at? He's looking at a slap on the wrist, probably. He's not going to do any jail time.
Nah. Some kind of probation and pay a fine.
The judge is not going to be like, you threatened Britney's life. She was scared to death, and you're going to pay. He'll be like, all right, dude, you're a loser, and so is she, so I'll give you some community service. I'll give you
pay a little fine.
Yeah, I know you can't afford it, but I'm going to give you a $1,000 fine.
There you go. Perfect,
Maybe you'll work it off at some point in your life.
Just remember, don't do it again.
Even though you have complete good for nothing written all over you, maybe at some point you'll scratch together $1,000 to pay back the community. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
But it's kind of, I have to say, I'm sorry to say, it's kind of funny to watch this video and see some dude just come out of the crowd going, I want to dance too.
That is crazy.
So, Terry, in a matter of moments.
Yes?
It'll be up there on the tmanshow.com, and you can watch it for the first time.
Good.
I'm surprised you haven't checked it out by now.
I heard about it, and I've been wanting to, but I just haven't had
If you
a
heard
chance.
about it, how do you then not get the curiosity to go see the video? As soon as I heard about it, I'm like, okay, where's the video? Where is it? What do I got to do to find it? Okay, I found it. Boop. Oh, it's funny.
Well, I don't know.
It's up right now, Pasty? Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me go.
Looks like quite the show I missed, by the way, too. Look at all those flashing lights. What a circus. Oh, there he comes from out of the crowd. Yes, and it's Britney's dancers who are keeping him away. Did they know he was Kyle King?
I don't think so.
Had they known
that he was Kyle,
they might have been like, oh, you're Kyle King. You deserve your dance. Okay, we've been waiting for you. From out of the crowd, dude who just went to meet chicks, winds up trying to dance with Britney because he got himself, like a good 20-year-old would do, illegally, got himself very drunk, and I'm sure they had no problem serving him all through the concert.
Oh, my God, they did. They just shuffled him off and grabbed him. And
Now, I didn't go to the Britney show. I contemplated it for a long while and then wound up backing out at the last minute. Seems like a pattern of my life. And I'm assuming that they do serve frosty beverages. That's what I'm frozen ciders at the Britney show. There's no reason why an adult who's there of legal age can't, or a 20-year-old, or an 18-year-old, or a 16-year-old can't get a nice beer or something if they choose. Can you, or what?
As far as I know,
at the Tacoma Dome, could people be drinking, or what?
They can drink. Yeah, they serve alcohol. Yeah, I'm sure they did. But
I know they were smoking weed like mad up in Vancouver.
Right, but
you can't smoke in the Tacoma Dome. Right. It's basically a woodshed. It would burn down at the side of a flicking ash. But were they able to drink? You're saying yes. You weren't at the show, so you really don't know. But you're going
on the fact that most concert venues like Key Arena.
I don't see why they wouldn't
Dome,
let you drink.
Right. They offer alcoholic beverages.
This is probably a 20-year-old who didn't even get. They have very long lines and limited time for carding. It's probably a good spot to get your drink on if you're 20 years old with no worries whatsoever. And you one paper cup after another and then decide to dance with Britney.
Yeah.
I have some moves too, Britney, and I'm ready to show you.
He looks great.
Mm-hmm. But don't try this at home. No. Because it's probably not the best move. It's not the worst either, though. Anyway.
But there you go. I mean, he got up there.
What else is... he'll have that video to enjoy.
I know.
As much as he may have to be stressing a little bit, I guess, the court case in June.
Right.
He does have a video to show his grandchildren at some point.
Something to remember, definitely.
So her name was Britney Spears? And why were people into her?
Yeah. Well, because me.
She's got her own daytime talk show now. Who knows where Britney is this time 50 years from now.
No kidding.
I know where Kyle King will be, Terry, showing his grandkids that video.
There you go.
What else is happening, please?
Well, Pink is recanting her bisexuality, apparently.
Recanting?
Yes.
You can take that back?
You can take that back, I guess.
On second thought, I only like girls.
Yeah, according to Pink, she even hit up her Twitter. And,
then she is bisexual. I knew it all along. Hit up her Twitter. What does that mean? She recanted her bisexuality. She came out with
she basically
an interview.
Said,
what magazine was it that she was being interviewed where she said that she is a bisexual woman? She
did an interview with a British tabloid, supposedly, and she's claiming that her quotes were taken out of context. So
I'm bisexual. Okay, we'll print that. Oh, you took me out of context. Right. How do you take that out of context? What could she have said that they were confused and assumed that she was bisexual, that now she's come out saying, I was taken out of context?
Right.
Come on, Pink.
Yeah. So she's recanting. Never mind.
She's recanting?
Check that.
Mm-hmm.
Not bisexual.
In the retraction section, we must point out that we made an error.
Correct.
We assume some of the statements made by Pink led us to believe that she was bisexual. We realize now that we were in error, and we apologize to all those affected.
For any further information, please go to Pink's Twitter.
And now here's a comment from Pink. Oh, wait, she's busy with some girl right now. Okay, we'll leave her alone. I'm not bisexual. Oh, you taste so good.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I recant that.
Yeah.
Whatever. If there's anyone who looked the part of the bisexual woman, that's right, look the part. That's what I said. Some people just look dead on bisexual.
And she's one.
You look up bisexual in the dictionary. It's right there under the B's, Terry. And there's a picture of the lovely Pink. Come on, recanting. Who you fooling? If anything, if she's recanting, that has my first instinct going, oh, you're just an outright lesbian, huh? Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I am assuming she's saying that she's recanting, suggesting that she's only interested in men.
Yes, that again, those comments and quotes that the British tabloid printed were taken
out of context.
And I
the old out of context lie. I assumed everyone's bisexual in her, what is she, about 23 now? 20?
No,
she's older than that?
Older than that. She's probably about 27.
Didn't we once get in trouble with Pink at a mall?
No,
Oh, maybe that was just in my dreams.
No.
Wasn't there
It was a birthday party. We had a KUBE birthday party.
We had a KUBE birthday party, and Pink was not...
She was underage.
She was underage.
But it was at a bar.
You remind me of what went down. This was like in the late 90s.
When she first started, she was headlining, and it was at a bar. And
we didn't even know who she was. We thought LaBouche was the main attraction.
Right. But we had a hard time getting her to perform, or we had to go through all that legality crap.
Oh, yeah, because she couldn't get in the club.
Right, because she's underage.
We had her on the menu of stars for our KUBE 93 birthday party. Do we have birthday parties anymore? When is our birthday? Isn't our birthday right around now? Where's the birthday party? Oh, it's not in the budget. Anyway, we're fresh out of birthdays, but it's not in the budget anymore.
We don't
so we're going to stay the same age until we get more money.
Right.
Anyhow.
Yeah, she was one of the main acts, and it was a huge deal. And then it was like, is she going to be able to perform? I don't think so. Why not?
She was in the back alley of the club.
She was like
they
17.
wouldn't let her in because she was 17 at the time. So how old could she be now? She can't be much more than 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
I'll say 26, 27.
That old?
Yeah. She's been around for a while.
I'm aware.
24. Oops, we're both.
24?
Yep.
That's what I said. What?
You said
20. I can't read your fingers. 45?
29.
Turn on your mic.
Stop it. 29?
29?
No way.
All right. Well, we have been doing the show for a little bit of time, Terry.
Okay, well, it just seems
Since 1995.
I know, but it just seems like yesterday. She was really good.
She was good?
Yeah, she was
I wasn't there that long. But anyway.
You came in.
Did Kyle King bum rush her?
No, Kyle King did not, but everybody
because she loves men, Terry.
Yes,
I don't know if you heard, but she is not bisexual.
I know that.
All the women that have been emailing her wanting a slice of her bunt, you can just save your time, save your breath, save your tongue lashings for another situation because she is not interested. She was misquoted by the British tabloid in an interview she gave with them. Mm-hmm. And she's very upset that they labeled her as a bisexual woman because she is anything but. She loves men and only men.
Mm-hmm. And Carrie Hart is her man.
Why would you come out and even say that? It's almost sounding somewhat, I don't know, wrong.
All right. Well, I guess she just feels that she needs...
feel the need to come out and say, I don't know. Anyway.
Well, and I mean, it surprises me, too, because usually she's one of those people that you would think it wouldn't bother her. She's
Apparently
just like,
it bothered her.
Let people say whatever they need to say.
Are you sure you got the story right?
Yes, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. She made a point to come out and
she twittered about it, I'm telling you.
Well, if she twittered about it, then it must be very important, and it's completely official now if it's on the Twitter posting little situation.
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Yeah.
We got her status down. She's coming to a concert in our area very soon. and we'll have Kyle King flown in as soon as possible.
Cube 93.
Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
But I can't right now, so baby, kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. I'll see you later on. Kiss me through the phone.
It's Cube 93.
Her eyes light up. She gives a big smile. And the next thing you know, she's hugging you with all her might. Those are the signs of an absolutely great Mother's Day gift. And at Fred Meyer Jewelers, you're sure to find just the right gift to thrill your mom. Like a pair of 1/5 carat total weight diamond stud earrings, starting at just $79. Or 1.5 carat total weight diamond stud earrings, on sale.
Speaking of kissing me through the phone, Terry.
Yes.
It'll be in this hour. In this here 8 o'clock hour. That we may be giving away, not really, $10,000, probably not, to some listener who has a credit or debit card that we will have. In the next few minutes, I'll be looking for a contestant for the Flow Rider bankroll that could instantly, I like the idea of instantly, Terry,
I do too.
present someone with $10,000 in cash. Better chance of being struck by lightning. You could be that person. Twice. You might be on the phone lines in a matter of moments.
Yep.
Not this segment, but the one following. At the end of the segment, I'll be asking for a caller. And then in the next, we'll be playing the Flow Rider $10,000 bankroll game, where somebody could either win $10,000 or $1,000 instantly. We played it yesterday. The person who had the card with their 4 numbers was a little bit off, just a tad.
Just by a few numbers.
But I'm feeling it today. We have a sealed envelope.
We do.
See, I like that aspect. It
I
makes
do
it all official. Terry puts it on Terry Cam and rips it open and then tears open the envelope as well. And we see what kind of situation we have. You find out at the same time we do. And that's fun. Yes. Okay. Now, as far as you saw the video during the break of the guy who ran on the stage? Pretty funny,
yes.
huh?
Yes. Kyle King, is that his name?
Attacking Brittany?
Yes. For a minute, he kind of like mixes in really well.
Yeah, right. Even the dancers were like, wait, we don't know you.
Right.
And I'm right that the dancers were the one that saved her first, right?
Yes, yes. All of a sudden they grabbed him and...
It's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
We want you to protect Brittany first and be a good dancer second, so you have a dual responsibility here.
Yeah, and what's so funny is that they recovered themselves really well.
Right back in step.
Yeah.
Well, they're professionals, Terry.
Like, whoa. Good job.
And kept the show going, and because everything is lip-synced, the tape didn't miss a beat, so the show kept flowing onward.
Yes.
Even though Kyle King rushed the stage and now is looking at some kind of penalty at his court case in June. But somebody texted in saying that everybody was drinking at the Tacoma Dome show last month. Now, I assume that means they were serving because, I don't know, it just seems to me like in a lot of shows and a lot of venues these days, they'll find any excuse not to serve alcohol. Maybe it's just me and my little pessimistic viewpoint. And actually it's supported by someone else who texted, I'm seeing here. It's 7:47 and 42 seconds, douche. Somebody writes, T-Man, they didn't serve alcohol at the Metallica concert at the Key Arena this past November, those douchebags. Signed, Joe K.
Metallica. Well, I can kind of
Metallica. If they're not serving a Metallica, it's like, and also, in the same token, we're not going to be having any oxygen in the arena.
You would assume, yes, with Metallica. But then again, you can understand why, because you get a bunch of drunk hardcore rockers.
Well, that's a bit of stereotyping, and yes, you're dead on.
It is, but still.
Well, then you got to question whether they should serve at Mariner games. Not that it's the same audience, but they get kind of belligerent. And you're going to tell me that they felt that it was purposeful, that they didn't serve alcohol at the Metallica concert because those fans would get out of control, can't handle it, and are just ready for all kinds of
chaos,
headbanger mischief?
Right. I don't know. Could be.
It's not right. It's not right to profile like that. If you're going to serve at Brittany, if you're going to serve alcohol at the Heart concert... Have they performed lately? I don't know. If you're going to perform, if you're going to serve alcohol at Ben Arbor, I mean, anything, then why are you profiling for certain concerts? Doesn't seem right to me. But anyway, as I said, it seems more and more lately they're trying to find any excuse not to serve alcohol. And you'd think that wouldn't be the case because that's probably the way they make as much money as anywhere.
Sure.
And yet I've gone to a lot of things recently where I'm like, what do you mean no beverages?
Yeah, that is odd.
It's becoming more and more popular.
Well, we don't like that.
Since I'm reading a couple of text messages here, let me get to a couple others. 7:46 and 41 seconds. Somebody writes, T-Man, you may have heard the downpour in your nice, cozy house. But I was outside cleaning porta potties all night long, so I'm soaked and my balls are shriveled like little raisins.
Stop it. They did not.
That's
great.
7:46 and 30 seconds. By the way, we get text messages all morning long, real time at 97373, don't you know? That's 97373. Any private little one-liners that you want to shuffle on into the show, 97373 at 7:46 and 30 seconds. Somebody writes, we can smell Terry's penis parking garage all the way in Victoria this morning.
I have a penis
All right, take it easy. It's a family show, Terry. It's one thing for a texter to say it. It's another thing for the very wholesome Terry B. Free
Come on, people.
to be saying that. All right?
That is stupid.
Now you got me worried about reading any other text messages.
Okay, I will.
Give me a quick thing on your pile, and then I'll keep finding some good ones for you that may be up to... After reading about the penis hand, it's hard to go anywhere from there. What do you have?
I have a story about a gentleman who delivered his son after watching a how-to video on YouTube.
Yeah, there are a lot of those.
It seems to be.
Seems to be a lot of how-to videos on YouTube these days. I'm on day 3 of how to perfectly tie my bow tie, Terry, because you know I look so handsome in one.
You do.
And day 2 of how to hot wire a car. There's just about every how-to video of all kinds of lifestyle choices you could be making. But this guy went to YouTube to figure out how to deliver his baby.
Yes, his wife, obviously.
Oh, jeez, I had the forceps upside down. No wonder this baby's not coming out. Okay, here you are. Hi, son.
Right.
I don't know if that's really encouraged by those in the medical fields for people to use the YouTube videos of the world to deliver their own children.
Right.
I think that's kind of putting the child who's probably looking forward to day 1 in the world without any trauma or as little as possible. I think they deserve a little better. And
well, you know, I mean,
hopefully this doesn't start a trend of people being like, well, I can save money. All I got to do is watch this video. YouTube makes it simple. Okay, step 4 is what now? I gotta vacuum. All right, let's see. Come on out.
Yeah. Well, doctors, according to our doctors, the baby and mom are going to be fine. So he did a good job, but you're right.
Was it under duress? Was it that they couldn't get to a hospital, or was this by choice?
It's just what had happened is she went into labor. He called the ambulance, and while he was waiting for the ambulance,
then it was. He had no choice.
Yeah. Well, sure.
He was sitting around waiting for the ambulance. They weren't coming and had enough time to watch the YouTube video in the time that they were at Krispy Kreme, just, you know, not in any kind of hurry, and he was able to use the YouTube video to get that child into the world. Well, then it's a happy story, Terry.
Well, yes, it is a happy story.
I thought people were trying to maybe cut corners. Labor can be a tad expensive. If you go through the normal channels, why not just do it in 6 easy steps by following your video?
Right.
That's not what happened there.
No. She did. She started going to labor and called the ambulance and realized that, you know, it's taking a little bit of time and the baby's coming.
I got a laid down newspaper, and I think you're supposed to push here. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Got the computer right over here, and it's saying, yeah. This is what you got to do, honey. So, yeah.
All right.
He Googled it and got it on YouTube.
Well, as I said, yeah, there's just about everything you ever wanted to learn now in a how-to video on YouTube. They're very popular these days. I don't know if you've ever tried, Terry.
I have not, but maybe I need to.
You would look even better than me, by the way, in a bow tie.
Would I?
Yes.
Then I'll go to the same instructional place that you did.
Never worn one in my life, and I don't plan to. I hope you're not taking that seriously. Anyway, what else? That's very exciting then, that the guy was able...
Congratulations to them.
Yes, wherever they are.
Yeah, baby's healthy. And
Is that right?
Yeah, they're going to be fine.
Well, you've heard the stories of, I was born in a truck, and I've heard stories of people having babies in elevators. If it's coming, it's coming. And
sure, but still, I mean, the thing is, that's a pretty stressful moment.
I'm sure. And I'm sure the YouTube video made him feel a little bit more secure, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather see the iguana singing Happy Birthday if I'm going to go to YouTube. Wow. But anyway.
I need to check that one out.
Yeah, it's a good one. I've heard so many stories about babies being born in peculiar places, and I've very not commonly heard the story turn out bad. It's always like the happy ending. Born on the highway, born in the elevator or on the airplane, and I've never heard, well, the ambulance couldn't get there and they couldn't get to a hospital and it didn't turn out good.
Right.
It always seems to find a way to work out, right?
Yes, it does.
So, yeah, I like your moment in trying to call this guy a hero, but it seems like babies can be born by accident.
Yes. But it's just, I think what's so funny about it is that he's actually, getting on YouTube and watching the whole thing.
Yeah, he was very serious about it. I see. It's a nice little story. I don't want to ruin your story.
Okay, thank you.
What else do you got?
Story about a 911 operator who hung up on a 17-year-old girl 3 times just because she cursed because her dad was having a seizure. Nice.
Well, these 911 operators are getting a lot of bad publicity time and time again, Terry, and this is just another one of those stories.
Well, when you're
911 operators don't like to be cursed at, and I can understand, but I don't know if maybe they all need to be retrained just in one big PowerPoint presentation at some conclave because they're all seeming to screw up. At least that's the stories that are floating around every month or two. You hear a story of a 911 operator that just screwed up again.
Right.
Well, you said damn to me, kid, so now your dad can swallow his tongue.
Right. Well, and that's what but understand, you're under a little bit of stress here.
Right.
Her dad is having seizures, just came out of the hospital after brain surgery. Oh, my gosh.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Well, the 911 operator doesn't probably have all those bits of information. And they go through a lot of bogus calls, and it makes it tougher on those true 911 situations. For everyone calling 911 complaining that there's not enough hot mustard at McDonald's, there's going to be someone that has a serious call that has it ruined by those that are abusing the 911 situation. So the operators are getting a little bit kind of fogged out.
I understand that, too.
In their minds.
Sure, you get a lot of prank calls and ridiculous calls and things like that. However...
And the last thing you need is a kid cursing at you. Listen, you little snot-nosed, wise-mouth little bastard.
But you just cussed at me.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is having a seizure. I guess she said the F word, and the 911 operator.
How old was the kid?
17.
Oh, 17. I thought you said 7.
No,
Yeah.
17 years old.
17-year-olds definitely know the F word.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they use it quite often.
I know. Okay. But especially at a stressful time. She's at home. Her dad's on the floor having a seizure.
And the 911 operator was hanging up on him.
Yeah.
How does the same 911 operator, the chances seem kind of long as far as odds are concerned that the same operator could hang up on the same person 3 times, Terry? Must have been a real small town.
Well,
or something.
Yeah. Lincoln Park, Michigan. I don't know how big that is.
Oh, it's huge.
But regardless.
You're telling me that your story says the same operator hung up on this person 3 times?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you get these stories, Terry. I don't know if you're making them up by the minute.
Nope.
But if you call for your sham wow and you call it 2 different times, like if you don't like the sound of your first operator, you can call back, and as sure as I'm sitting here, Terry, you ain't going to get the same operator.
Well, maybe it also probably depends upon how many 911 operators they have on staff at the time and what time of day.
As I said, if it's a small town, you got a chance of that story being accurate. Where is the story coming from?
It is coming from WKYZ News 7.
Why don't you say so?
Out of Detroit.
They're about as reputable as they come.
Yes.
They're all over it.
Okay.
They're the home team.
So it is a reputable source. I mean,
KYZ News, all that yaz, and then some. Right at 11.
He's been suspended for 2 weeks.
The operator?
Yes.
2 weeks.
Yes.
He'll be the best, most role model-like 911 operator after his 2-week suspension is up, though, Terry.
I mean,
he's going to learn his lesson sitting home and thinking about what he did.
He even called the girl, a buffoon.
How do you even bring him back?
I know. I don't know, but...
Is the dude who was having the seizure okay?
Yes, thankfully. Thankfully, he is. He is okay. And
speaking of being okay, what a tie-in, what a segue. Now is the time to call 421-9393 if you could use $10,000 in cash. If you don't need it, if it's absolutely just a plague in the making for you, then at this time, keep away from your phone. But if you could use $10,000 in cash and you want to take a crack at Flow Riders bankroll, the phone lines have just been opened, 421-9393. We're going to take the first caller when we get back.
Yay.
And we're going to play this game with our sealed envelope.
Yes.
And using TerryCam to make it all official. So there's still time for you to log on to TerryCam and watch the official game being played in real time, live, with Terry Free and her penis sparkling brush in your face.
That's not going to be in your face.
421-9393 is the number to call. We are looking for anyone out there with a debit card, a credit card that has 4 numbers at the end of it that would like to try to win $10,000 instantly. And we'll do that after these words.
I spent my money. I'm out of control. Yeah, this is your boy Flow Rider. And you know I had to team over KUBE 93 and give them some of my money. KUBE 93 gets down, yeah. Now all you have to do is crack my 4-digit code and you get $10,000. KUBE 93 is helping your bank roll.
Next chance to win is at 1010 with Shelly Hart.
Only with your boy Flow Rider and KUBE 93.
Hey everybody, it's the T-Man for the Pawn Exchange. Now here's the ultimate recycling tip for you. You can recycle your gold and turn it into cold hard cash at the Pawn Exchange. Don't leave it lying around doing nothing for you. Don't mail it into some company you've never heard of. Bring it into the Pawn Exchange and walk out with the cash you need, that you deserve, and for a big moment on TerryCam. I'm going to hand you the $1 million media envelope.
Ooh, have it when you
That's what it says, just to make us that much more excited about this contest. It says that right on this official envelope. You can show it to your TerryCam folk. I'm about to hand it to you. It says $1 million media. There's $1 million in here, Terry.
$1 million.
And you get to keep the rest of it. We're going to give $10,000 away to possibly the caller who has the right numbers on their debit or credit card.
Sounds good.
So at this time, I'm going to reach out my hand and give it to you, Terry.
Oh, give it to me, T.
I'm going to hand it right on over. Are you ready?
I am.
There it is.
Yay, there it is. I got it.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
$1 million.
Let you show a little more enthusiasm, Terry, but that's all right after all this time. Okay. No. Oh, you got the envelope. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now we are about ready to play our game. Of course, I'm a little distracted seeing that on the hotline, Dirty Harry is called in, Terry. He's a funny guy. He wants to know if he can come on and plug his appearance at a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, all right.
And what a perfect fit. What a marriage made in heaven. Dirty Harry at a Mexican restaurant. What a big spectacular it's going to be. I think they're going to set an all-time margarita sales record tonight.
I'm sure.
At whatever Mexican restaurant has made sure to secure Dirty Harry on a Tuesday night at their facility.
Gotta have him.
It is a blockbuster kind of get-together. I will absolutely adhere to his wishes so he can come on and plug his appearance before we play our Flow Rider Bankroll game so everyone knows where to be tonight. At what time, Dirty Harry?
5 o'clock till 8 o'clock tonight at the Factoria Toreros.
5 o'clock to 8 o'clock?
That's right. Join myself, Dirty Harry, out there.
At Toreros?
At Toreros.
In Factoria?
Yes.
As I said, I expect that they're going to be like, we have never sold more. We're out of refried beans. I never thought this day would come, they're going to say to themselves. But with Dirty Harry on the roster, it's going to be quite the spectacular.
I mean, the words you are saying to T-Man are just absolutely unbelievable right now.
Oh, no, I'm not understating
off on this $10,000 contest to promote Dirty Harry at Toreros and Factoria tonight. That's
I'm not overstating it. I am absolutely telling you the reality. Tonight is going to be a record-setting night as far as sales, as far as attendance, as far as just the amount of sombreros being thrown all around the room, Terry, as Dirty Harry walking through those doors. It's going to be... I can't believe we haven't been plugging this for the past 6 months leading up to it. The fact that you're calling us the day of is pretty humble on your part.
Well, I know everybody out there's got ADD. They don't remember what they had for dinner last night, nor last night they got into an argument with their wife or girlfriend. So I need to plug them 5-10 hours before the actual event starts. Now, I've got a question for the T-Man right now.
I'm not ready for your question. I'm just wondering if you're going to bring headshots, if you're going to be signing autographs in the Toreros parking lot.
Maybe
of course. I'll be taking photos, I'll be signing autographs.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have a little Spanish class, 101. Only Spanish words I know is como está.
Yeah, okay. And you'll be there from 5 to 8.
Uh-huh.
And you'll be reporting in live on the afternoon spectacular, I imagine, as it's going on and bleeding into...
Partner, Eric Powers will be back in the studio, and him and I will be doing the show live.
And then bleeding into poor old Eddie Francis' show. He's got to deal with the cleanup of this situation, or what?
Well, I decided to stay on a little extra so I could show Eddie Francis some love.
Very generous of you. Yes. Well, I had plans for tonight, but obviously those are canceled now because I am not going to miss out.
Definitely
you're going to come.
On my opportunity.
You're going to come.
I will not only be there, but I will be there early, and I will leave late.
Wow.
Well,
just to make sure I suck the marrow out of the prospect of seeing Dirty Harry in the Mexican restaurant kind of environment.
Sweet
I appreciate that. Can I put one
I'm not going to be there, Terry.
table?
What's that, Dirty Harry?
Since now that you're promising to hang out with me today at the live broadcast.
Yes, you make sure to look for me.
Meet me.
I'm kind of shy in person, but you make sure to look for me, Dirty Harry. I'll be there.
No, I know you will, but this is what we should do. This is what we should do, T-Man.
Yeah.
You should meet me at the radio station about 4:30.
Oh, yeah, come on back in.
Let's get in the T-Man limo.
I don't know why I didn't think of this, Terry. I don't know why he had to come up with this on his own. I should have thought of this myself.
Bring it on in.
Dirty Harry.
Because I don't know if Terry Free or Hotshot Scott or Pasty Dave will be able to, join the big party tonight, join the big fiasco. So I think
fiasco is right.
Going a limo to Torero.
They've already taken out the hammer to beat their balls instead. Anyway, Dirty Harry, don't get me wrong. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And anyone who's within a 5,000 square mile radius that doesn't go to Toreros tonight is going to miss out on an opportunity that they may be kicking themselves the rest of their lives about. I if I can, might find a way to sneak on down for a little tasty bite of whatever salsa Dirty Harry is doling out.
Oh, absolutely.
I expect that the place is going to be packed to the rafters.
And I think we need to go on the T-Man limo. I really do. I think you and I need to go on the T-Man
anyway,
limo.
are you going to be handing out anything? Is there any kind of features besides the prospect of meeting Dirty Harry in person and in living color? Or
absolutely. I mean, I want to do like a beginning lessons for Spanish 101.
Okay, yeah. Forget the little one-liners here.
I want to see if I can make up my own salsa. Maybe I'll pour some tequila.
But no concert tickets. You got nothing.
Oh, no, I got tons of concert tickets.
Oh, you do?
Tons.
All right, well, then actually you may get a lot of people.
I got a bunch of tricks on my sleeve. I'm going to be the Santa Claus today for the Mexican good old party.
Yeah, when I think Mexican Santa Claus, I think of Dirty Harry. So it's a perfect fit, and you are absolutely going down the right avenues in promoting your little appearance. little concert tickets won't hurt. Let me just put it that way. So
now that you promised that you're going to be showing up, it's okay if I introduce everybody to the team, man, when you're there?
I'll be leading the charge. I'll be starting the festivities off with the karaoke that I know you'll be bringing down the house when you have your moment. And it's going to be just an absolute fiesta, Terry.
Oh, fiesta. Ay, caramba.
Cinco de Mayo has never seen a moment like this.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm. And when you think Cinco de Mayo, Party Central.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't overdo it now, Terry. It's
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, you're not helping. It's not official until you have had your Cinco de Mayo Dirty Harry moment. And Dirty Harry?
Yeah?
Mixing and pouring margaritas and handing out concert tickets and shaking hands and kissing babies. It's going to be something that everyone needs to be a part of. So I hope this has helped make sure that the word is out there. And yeah, I gotta have some kind of Cinco de Mayo activity. So
Well, what time can I expect the team man to walk in the door tonight?
What time is it again?
5 to 8.
Anyway, thanks for the call.
He'll be there at 4 and gone by 5.
Let's play our game. What do you say?
Let's do. I'm excited. I can see my envelope.
Let me find the first caller for Flow Riders Bankroll. You are on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, T-Man?
I'm okay. Who's this?
This is Jennifer.
I'm still trying to let the goosebumps subside, knowing that Dirty Harry's going to be at Toreros tonight. Terry, don't laugh.
What?
When you see the line wrapped around Factoria.
I know.
It's going to be big. What's that? Who's that?
The baby.
That's one of my daughters in the back seat.
One of your daughters?
Yeah, I have twin daughters.
Wow.
And your name is what?
Jennifer.
Where are you right now?
I'm sitting in the parking lot of my girls' daycare, getting ready to take them in.
Why does it seem like every morning, every woman we talk to is dropping their kids off at daycare? Doesn't anyone want to be a stay-at-home mom that actually spends a few hours with their kids anymore?
Oh, jeez.
Where are you headed after you drop your kids off?
To school.
How old are you?
25.
25. All right, you're right on the borderline, because if you haven't gotten your degree, but I'm assuming you're going to college?
Yes.
What school?
Pierce College.
If you haven't gotten your degree by 25, 26, pack it in, all right? No one's impressed with you finally getting your college degree at 28, 30 years old. Forget about it.
Come on.
Patient Dave just got his degree at 31. That's all right. Jennifer,
yes.
You're going to Pierce College. You're dropping your kids off at daycare so you can get your degree?
Yes.
She's making a better life for herself. And what's wrong with that?
Oh, jeez. And her kids are screaming, shut up in the background?
Yes, they are.
You know what? I think you have more important things to take care of than winning $10,000 this morning. I'm going to try to find someone else.
No.
If you can't get your kids under control right now, and I can't focus on this very exciting little moment of possibly giving out $10,000, then I got to move on to someone else.
No, I'm focused, and it's not easy to get two 2-year-olds to shut up.
Well, if I can't hear you with some kind of skills to do just that right now, then I got to perhaps move on to someone that can keep their 2-year-olds in line.
I can keep them in line.
They did get kind of quiet all of a sudden.
Right?
I don't know if she's choking him or what she's got going on in the backseat of that car. I don't think I want to know.
I don't
but
either.
They did get quiet on cue there.
It's Ritz crackers.
I didn't ask.
Well, just so you know.
Oh, you gave him Ritz crackers?
Mm-hmm.
I see now. Jennifer, you go to where again? Pierce College?
Yes.
And what did you answer when I asked what you expect to do with that little degree that you're kind of spending all this time on?
What am I going to do?
How are you going to parlay this into some kind of success story?
I'm going to work in the prisons.
Yeah, and how is Pierce College preparing you for that?
Getting my social service degree.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to go and finish your schooling at Pierce College to be a prison guard?
I guess so, yeah.
I don't want to be a prison guard. I want to do social work in the prison.
Oh, that's what it is.
Social work.
Mm-hmm.
To help rehabilitate.
Hey, you know what? That seems like actually noble work, I guess.
Wow, that's great.
More power to you if you want to try to get them all socially adept at the prisons of our surrounding areas. Jennifer, you want to play for 10 grand?
Yes, I do.
How could I deny her, Terry?
Sounds
kind of like a dud, though. It's the past 2 days, though. I got to hear some kind of, I know you're busy being a mom and a student and all that, but I got to hear some kind of fun and excitement out of you, Jennifer, that I'm not hearing yet, or else I got to do the harsh thing and hang up on you and move on to the next person.
Fun and excitement. What do you want, T-Man?
What do I want? I mean, I don't want it to sound forced or anything. I wish it was really in you, but if you got to, contrive, make it all... materialize it right before my very eyes in some kind of contrived moment, then please, whatever it takes.
Well, I'm excited. I need $10,000. I live with 5 other crazy women, and I want to get the heck out of
But I don't
my
want to build your hopes up here, because the likelihood of you winning $10,000 and moving out with from your lousy roommates is not really that high.
5 other women with the
twins. It's better than nothing. It's better than no chance at all.
That's true, but you may go into some kind of little initial funk if you were to go on to lose, which, let's be honest, the likelihood, I feel the same way, of you spewing 4 numbers that actually match what's in this envelope are, kind of remote/small.
It is kind of remote, but like I said, it's better than no chance at all.
All right, as long as you know about the odds here. Let's see if fate is on your side, because that's what it's going to come down to, Terry.
True, it is.
Maybe someone wins $10,000 instantly, and if they do, it's going to be about fate hitting them over the head. And maybe that's not in the cards for you, Jennifer. Maybe you're supposed to be with the amount of money you have right now. Let's find out. Oh, my God. If I had only thought of that myself. Jennifer.
Yes.
Pull out your favorite credit card and think long and hard. Maybe you only have one. I don't know. Because these 4 numbers, it would be a damn shame if you give out 4 numbers on a card, a debit card, a credit card, that don't match up, and then you look through the rest of your little silly Velcro wallet, and you find that there's one in your array of cards that are just overdrawn that have numbers that actually do match up. So pick carefully. Do you have a credit card or a debit card that you feel confident is the one that, if fate is on your side, is going to be the right selection?
Yes.
Okay. Are you married, by the way, or
No,
boyfriend?
no.
Or?
She said she lives with 5 other women.
Oh, yeah.
In a house.
Thank you. Somebody's listening.
I always listen.
It certainly isn't me. Are you?
He doesn't
are you
listen to
interested
me.
in men or what? At some point, obviously, you were, right?
Yeah, I'm interested in men.
But you are as single as any woman could be right now.
Yes.
Do you have time to even hold out the prospect of going on a date or no? When was the last time you got jizzed on?
Every weekend.
Every weekend?
Wow.
Or every other weekend. Just depends.
Mm-hmm. Hey, close your kids' ears. When was the last time you got jizzed on?
Really? I don't know.
Really jizzed on, yes.
Saturday.
Saturday.
And how did that go down? So to speak.
Went pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty.
And who was the lucky guy?
His name is Mike.
Got to see his handiwork right before his very eyes when it was all done.
His name is Mike.
Mike?
Is he a regular?
He is a regular.
A regular what? A regular bastard? A regular friend? A regular
He's kind of a friend with benefits.
Uh-huh. And why are we so generous to be doling out friends with benefits cards when we have 2 screaming kids in the background that have certainly made, I'm sure, your life that much more filled with absolute pleasure and joy, but at the same time given you a heavy dose of responsibility?
It is a heavy dose of responsibility, but moms need to have fun too, so.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we have to be so quick to hand out friends with benefits cards when we have 2 kids in the background and no father to be found anywhere, even hiding behind the most remote corners. Anyway, I'm not here to judge. Yes, I am. I'm here to play a nice credit card, debit card, flow, ride a bankroll game.
Right.
So why did you say you gave out the friend with benefits cards again? You just couldn't...
Because moms need to have fun.
Right. And Mike was chosen, why? For what qualities in Mike did you see that made him, or is he just amongst many that have the friends with benefits card?
He's one of 3, and he's a really good friend, and I've known him for 10 years.
Now,
and
that is very courageous of you to admit, and it's the first time I actually feel closer to you. and feel more like I want to root for you now? What woman is going to admit
she's got 3 friends with
not even being concerned that she is going to be labeled by everyone listening in the radio audience that she is some just downright, outright, knockdown, drag out, hooker hoe, Terry.
Right.
Come right out that she has 3 guys on the roster that she just lets
to be committed, and I don't like to just sleep with one person. I like to switch it up.
Whoa.
Yeah, man, that's fine. And to say that Mike has sole custody of your little friends with benefit card is one thing, but for you to come out and say 3 guys out there have full reign on your beast is just so confident of you that you're not even remotely concerned that people out there are going to be just thinking the worst of you, especially with 2 screaming kids in the background, is actually something that makes me feel that you have a lot of confidence and very little, I'm feeling a connection. All right, Jennifer?
All right.
Yes. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'm feeling a connection. Or maybe you just don't have time to realize what you just said.
No, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
And I don't know where that comes from. Just
because
as I said.
A lot of people do the same thing. They just don't have the guts to say it. So.
And for the right reasons.
Only one.
Wow, those are some loud kids. Anyway. Are they by 1 father, 2 fathers, 6 fathers? What kind of fathers are we talking about here?
They're twins, 1 father.
1 father.
Is he active? I hope so, yeah. Sounds like it, kind of.
Never even met him.
Oh, what? Oh.
You haven't even met him?
No, the girls have not met their father.
Aha. I assumed, yeah. Maybe you don't remember. Anyway, you have the card pulled out. Are you pulled over on the side of the road? Are you still driving? I'm assuming you're in a nice, safe environment, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And you have a card selected?
Yes, I do.
And you realize that picking that card was a very important moment?
Yes, I do. I picked my favorite one.
Because fate can be a bitch, too, as much as it can be on your side. As I said, if you have the wrong card in your hand, and it turns out the right card was in your possession, this is really going to sting. Are you ready to read out the last 4 numbers of this credit or debit card? Which one is it?
It is a debit card.
Oh, that made one of your kids excited.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy's got a debit card!
Let's go.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Do you have 4 numbers ready to... This is a very exciting moment. Do you have... Not really. Do you have 4 numbers ready to give to us on the air to have us rip open the envelope to see if $10,000 is about to be channeled your way?
Yes. You ready?
Well...
Not quite. Hang on a second. What's all that noise?
I'm getting diapers out of the back of the van.
Oh, that makes 2 of us. Okay.
Busy.
What are those?
Trying to multitask.
Yeah, sounds like you have no choice. What are those 4 numbers?
2504.
25. Crap stain. Handy wipe. What was the next part?
04.
Okay.
2504.
Yes.
Terry Free. This is a very important time for Jennifer. Jennifer has probably had a hard day or two that this could certainly be a nice... Are you ripping it open before I even asked you?
No, I'm sorry.
You started ripping it open?
Well, I had to kind of tell you a little bit to get it
You got it started?
started.
You always like to get it started? I understand. That's a very good move by you. This could be... Can you let me set this up, please? This could be a really nice, happy, celebratory moment if by some off chance on that card you're about to pull out, it says 2504.
Correct.
Without further ado, Terry Free, will you rip open the official sealed envelope that you just took out of the bank vault? That part is not true. Right now, live on Terrycam and on these very airwaves.
I will. Here we go. Rip.
We need sound effects. We need like a...
I know.
When it turns out that the numbers are not even close to what you just said, we need like a wah, 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 wah.
All right. Here we go. I'm unfolding the paper.
Yes. We're looking for 2504. Do you see 2504? By your reaction, I'm thinking no. Oh, I can't believe it's not 2504. What are the numbers, Terry?
1652.
We had a 5?
Yeah.
And we had a 2?
Yes, but not where we
She
needed.
had 2 of the 4 numbers.
She did, so she was close. Closer than yesterday.
Jennifer,
Yes.
You have 1-0.
Yay!
It's all right. I tried.
You did try.
Hi, Stephanie. Yes.
She's saying hi to her fellow daycare moms.
Yes, I am.
She's a very good multitasker.
She is.
You gotta be.
Yes. And you
I
know
know.
what? Sounds like you're a good sport, too. And it looked like you're ready to get on your way. She doesn't want to even hear about a
Good job,
consolation prize
though.
that I had prepared for her.
Wow.
I don't want to hold her day up now that she doesn't need us anymore, Terry. That's the way it works. Wah, 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 wah.
Wow. We'll just record that and use that.
Yes, you really tap deep into my extraneous talents now, don't you know?
I know. Well, she did have 2 numbers, so hey.
Yeah, she's also got a lot on her mind and a lot on her plate, and it would have been a nice moment, and there were 2 numbers just to maybe give a little tickle tease there, but not really that close when it comes down to it, and makes you realize how difficult this $10,000 is going to be to win. But as I said, if fate is in your corner, if fate is on your side, then $10,000 will be won at some point on this here radio station, Terry.
Yep.
But not this morning. And not for Jennifer. Because listeners are already lining up on the phone lines to say Jennifer's a whore, and I don't think that's very nice.
Wow.
I wasn't trying to make that any kind of an impression that was left on the audience. I was just trying to learn about Jennifer's life. I actually thought that Jennifer sounded like a confident, capable woman.
Yeah, she's definitely very honest.
And I was rooting for her. She was honest, multitasking capabilities, not feeling sorry for herself. I didn't feel a moment where she was saying, I need to win this $10,000 because woe is me, such and such a little thing said by Jennifer. No.
Right.
I'm taking them to daycare. I'm going to school. I would like to win $10,000 too.
Mm-hmm.
Never a why me? I need this. Oh, I have this coming kind of situation. No. So keep your Jennifer's a whore comments to yourself. It could be just as fun. Keep your Jennifer doesn't deserve this money because she made her own bed and then she screwed in it comments to yourself. Keep your I want to be number 4 on Jennifer's booty call roster calls to yourself. Wow. Keep your Jennifer sounds so easy that put me on the phone line right now so I can hook it up T-Man comments to yourself. Jennifer just lost in Flo Rida's bankroll little game-filled moment here. But she has every right to try again later this afternoon or in the middays with Sheckard Hart, followed by Eric Flowers, who will be live with Dirty Harry from Toreros, and Eddie Francis.
Yes.
Somebody is going to win this 10 grand, Terry. I can feel it. Not really. And I'm going to be listening and jumping up and down for them when they do. All right?
All right.
But it's not Jennifer.
Oh. But 2 numbers, better than none.
She has twins that are being beaten at daycare right now.
Whoa, stop that.
Because they just looked out the window and realized she's driven away. So enjoy your little social skills prison class there at Pierce College. I hear they're amongst the best at offering those courses. And maybe we'll hear from you again soon, Jennifer. It was nice to talk to you.
Q93. Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
She rocking that thing like. She rocking that thing like. Right here on Cube 93. She rocking that thing like.
Margaret, I'm not really who I say I am.
You're not a salad?
Not technically. I'm a new, fully loaded taco salad from Taco Bell.
Not technically a salad?
Well, look at my chicken, cheese, rice, and beans. Look at my crunchy tortilla shell. Have you ever seen a salad?
As we rock to the left, rock to the right. Lend me your body, I'm gonna rock it all night. Don't leave us on this floor, shorty. The doors to the left, parked on the right. Come on, holla back, tell your girls good night. The way you rockin' that up in this club, I swear it's gonna make them fall in love. The way you rockin' that up in this club, I swear it's gonna make them fall in love.
Look at this text. Somebody writes, I was planning on going to Applebee's tonight to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, and I could see why. It's a perfect fit. And now I'm going to go to Toreros, and hooking up with Dirty Harry.
Well, that's good.
And there's no indication in this text message that they're joking.
Well, it'll be a good time with Dirty Harry. Come on.
Of course, that's right on top of the text at 8:38, 55 seconds that says, never have that lisping retard Dirty Harry on the radio again, T-Man.
Nice.
So they kind of balance each other out. But I think Dirty Harry will take it. He's packing him in, as I told you. And it's at Applebee's expense, and we're sorry about that. But, hey, I never really kind of figured out the connection between Applebee's and Cinco de Mayo anyway, so I think it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, that's going to be an exciting get-together at Torero's tonight. And even if you feel he's a lisping retard, there's more than enough reason just in that alone to go down and say hello.
Yes.
Because even lisping retards need love. Anyway, 421-9393 is the number to call. Let me take some calls in this segment. It's the 9 o'clock hour. It's a very blustery, rainy day. Maybe you used it as an excuse to stay home. Maybe you have something on your mind that needs to be said. Maybe you have a Cinco de Mayo type thought or question or dilemma that we could figure out in the final hour of the show at 421-9393. Terry, why don't you give me a quick story?
All right.
And we'll line up some final hour calls of anyone that wants to say anything right now at 206-421-9393. You keep it as brief as possible or as brief as you can, and we'll take as many calls as we can rifle through in this here moment. 421-9393. Terry, give me one story to start us off, however. What do you got?
According to a recent study, companies with the most female executives have 34% higher profits.
Oh, please.
Isn't that cool?
Huh?
Isn't that cool?
If it was accurate, it would be cool. Yes, I guess.
On,
I don't know where you're coming up with this kind of...
CNN.
CNN is reporting?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's because Anderson Cooper is becoming a more bitter homosexual by the minute.
He is not
And he's
bitter.
helping coming up with fraudulent information that skews all the men that have wronged him, that he's decided he hates the whole male population, even though he loves them at the same time. Same syndrome gay phone operator has. Anyway, I don't believe that's accurate. What are you suggesting? Are you suggesting that the more women that are in a typical workplace, the more productivity, the more bottom line happiness you're going to have at your corporation, at your company, at your organization? Is that where we're going with this, Terry?
Well, not only that, but also...
Oh, more than that.
It
doesn't just end there. That goes without saying.
Oh.
But it makes for a better work environment, especially when everyone's on their period at the same time as well. Is that what you're going with here?
No. As far as the financial aspect of it, I think
you don't have to pay them as much.
No.
I didn't stick it to them in more ways than one.
Although women are behind the line with that. However...
Really, that's my job.
No, what I'm saying is that I think women are much better when it comes to the financial side of businesses, when it comes to being in the executive end of it.
Yeah, right. I don't even know what you're saying. I thought we had some kind of agreement, or at least you wanted me to try to stay as clear of gender-filled conversations as possible. And here you are, taunting and challenging me with the thought that a women-oriented or a women-dominated, a female-leaning company is going to do better as far as profits and bottom line than those that are hiring men.
It's proven. 34%?
Proven 34%.
Higher profits?
You have one study that's come out with some boga-filled data conclusion, and now you want to run all men out of the workplace. We give you footwear. We let you vote. We let you come to the office.
What is so hard to believe that women actually, when it comes to...
I don't have a hard time believing that. As a matter of fact...
company and money better than men. That's basically what it's saying.
I don't have a hard time with any of that. I have told you many a time that if I have one test to have done, I'm going to give it to a woman. I think women are more competent than men when it comes down to it. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to side with one gender over another as far as who can get it done and be more productive in a workplace environment, Terry. Just like you wouldn't want me to say that men are more capable and more productive in the workplace, I don't think you should sit here and start spewing out the first sighting of any kind of information that you get your hands on, saying, hey, we got it in. Here it is. The moment we've been waiting for, ladies. We get it done more than men in the workplace, because you have had many a stop in your tracks right there, T-Man moment, where when we're going on men's side of whatever conversation we're having, you don't appreciate it.
I am just pointing out that it was a very interesting little fact here and study to find that, you know what, when women are in a higher executive level, especially watching that bottom line, profits rise 34%.
34%. Mm-hmm.
So really, you should embrace that and say, wow, I would love to have a woman be able to increase my profits as a business 34%, wouldn't you? I mean, the state of the economy is not doing so well.
You better get a lot more than 34%.
It's better than what a man's doing at this given point in time.
I'm not interested in a man doing it, Terry.
Well, fact is fact.
Fact is fact?
It's just showing that, you know, women are becoming more dominant or maybe better at watching the bottom line.
For every fact is fact little CNN story you find saying that women this just in have been determined to increase a company's bottom line by 34%, I could find you 1,500 stories of how women really aren't capable of getting it done in the workplace and men are more competent, but I wouldn't do that to you, because when it comes down to it, it ain't about gender. I don't see gender. I don't see color like you, Terry. I don't see race, religion, or creed like you, Terry. I don't pigeonhole. I don't stereotype or generalize like you're trying to do here, Terry. I don't know where you're coming from with this. I don't know what you ate this morning, but I don't like it.
I just thought it was kind of cool.
It was kind of cool. Oh, it makes for great controversy.
It does.
Women are more capable. I agree. It was only a matter of time, guys, before these stories started coming out and we realized what good-for-nothing lazy bastards we really are. Hoping for the first moment that someone's not looking so we can start surfing porn at the workplace.
If you think about it, really, I mean, who does most of the shopping and things like that? Women do. And so we kind of know the market a little bit better, right?
I can't argue anymore, Terry. You got me right where you want me. I knew this day was coming. I didn't know it would be today, but I foresaw this day coming about, and I, dreaded it for all my male brothers out there. When the news came down that women, it's now been concluded, without any shadow of a doubt, are much more capable and much more effective in the workplace than men are. But don't think, just based on this study, that I can't dispute. I'm not even going to try. I tried. I gave a little brief attempt. It's obviously not working or wavering you on your newfound data. But don't think for a moment that we're going to start paying anymore.
That is pretty sad.
You're going to have to continue to deal with second-rate pay, because when it comes down to it, every study will show you that when the same position is filled by a man, he gets paid 34% more for doing 34% less.
Yeah.
And that ain't about to change. So stop wasting your time busting your ass as hard as you are to get those profits up 34%, Terry, because you ain't getting a dime more out of a Joe Man in a position of power in any office that I know of.
I understand that, which is unfortunate.
Don't start thinking about asking for a raise unless you're expecting to do what commonly gets a woman an increase in pay, Terry, and we all know what that is.
Okay.
Do you want to tell the listening audience what that is, which traditionally has gotten a woman a raise, which will not be changing anytime soon? You can hit me over the head with proof positive that women are more effective at doing better for any business out there that you want, Terry. It's still going to come down to, if you're looking for a raise, what has always gotten a woman an increase in pay over time.
Oh, jeez.
And what is that?
Do I really have to say it?
You're thinking the same thing I am. I don't even have to ask.
Okay, then.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to talk about it.
206-421-9393. Complimentary Hummer. 206-421-9393 is the number to call. Wax my lance. And we have a deal. Jeff in Kirkland, you are first up. What can I do for you, sir?
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's all right.
All right. Yeah, just, man, it's something just killing me real bad in the chest. This last weekend we were in Maui in Hawaii, me and my cousin and his girlfriend, and they were getting married and everything like that, and it's killing me here. After the wedding that night, about 3:30 in the morning, she came over to my room, and we had sex out on the beach.
Who's this now?
Who, me?
Yeah. No, I know you're Jeff. I'm sorry.
It was my cousin's wife, brand new.
I was thinking about Terry asking for a raise. I was really not listening to all your story. It really didn't catch my interest from the get-go here. So can you repeat it for me?
Yeah, what it was is last week, and my cousin and his wife got married. And we were in Hawaii, because it was a reception, everything was in Hawaii,
and you had sex with your cousin's new wife?
Yeah. She knocked on the door and said,
Yeah.
I've been eyeing you for so long.
Yeah, and it's just killing me. I don't know.
You having a hard time dealing with unemployment since Penthouse Forum went out of business about 10 years ago, Jeff? Is that the problem?
No.
You having a hard time figuring out what to do with all these made-up stories since you've been out of work? Is that what we're really talking about here, or what? Because I don't think anyone besides... I don't think anyone is really on board with the prospect that really happened, Jeff.
Okay.
But
it did. It was 3:30 in the morning.
3:30 in the morning. Oh, why don't you say so? 3:30 in the morning. Oh, now I believe it.
Oh, so do I.
Only something like that would happen at 3:30 in the morning.
Well, I guess I'm the only one that has to live with it, because I don't know if I should tell my cousin or not.
Your cousin, it was after the exchanging of vows, or?
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, 3:30 in the morning. Of course, that's after the exchanging of vows, because that happened at 2:30 in the morning. So after the ceremony, with sand in the toes of the bride and groom, when the reception had come to a conclusion, the bride couldn't help herself anymore, even though she should have been focusing and paying attention on her new, spanking, special new husband. She couldn't resist going over to your bungalow and having sex with you, the cousin.
Well, it might be because before we had a relationship before her and my cousin. Before, too. We were together for almost 5 years.
5 years is a pretty long period of time.
Yeah, we didn't, because they've only been together for 3 years.
Old habits die hard. You would think maybe she would be able to get over it after she promised to be honorable to someone in the exchanging of a marital vow situation, but apparently she couldn't. She needed the Jeff rod one last time.
Yeah, I guess so.
And
I feel really bad, though. I don't know what to do.
Doesn't seem like you have to do anything, Jeff.
Yeah, I guess I don't.
He's turning up his radio. He's listening to his story to see if it sounded that much more believable the second time around.
And
why don't you turn up your radio from now on? I'm going to the next call.
Okay. Wow.
Jesse, you're on the air.
Hello?
You're on the air.
Hey, T-Man.
What's up?
Let's get personal.
What? When did we start?
All right.
Okay, my question is, how often do you think about Terry when you're beating the patty whacker?
Oh, jeez. Well, just by coincidence, Jesse.
I know I do it almost every time.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, maybe we should get a circle jerk going, because as we speak, I never thought I would be quite the multitasker that I am, but I am doing this show while, thanks for the call, Jesse, Trey. Wow. I can't give up that information. That's a little too personal. Trey, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Trey. I was just...
Oh, I'm looking for Trey.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I got it.
I was just wanted to comment on how Terry just sort of just backed off on your comment about how women will never, ever get their pay increase. I mean, she kind of just was like, yeah, okay, whatever, the stats out, but that was just weak. Because I work with women that I know are getting paid bread, and at the same time, they're getting paid more than me.
Well,
Terry's got information this morning saying they're doing more than you. They're more effective than you. They're more productive than you. They're stuffing the bottom line more than you, Trey. So why should women get less pay than men, I guess, was the underlying theme of Terry's story.
And that's great. I think they shouldn't get paid less. And then when you said, but they'll never be able to get that raise or get that 34% more and I don't think that's true. I think that they're out there doing that. I think women are stepping up and they are doing that.
The reality is
they're running companies, man. It's different than when you was 24.
The stats wouldn't support your commentary. It's been recently noted that women are still suffering big injustices when it comes to getting paid the same or even close to the equal amounts that a man would get for similar tasks on a job site.
Right.
But I guess you would think that day is coming since
you would think, but
it's now a situation where proof positive, at least according to Anderson Cooper 360.
I mean, granted, the gap has closed somewhat, but still.
Hopefully right on my schlong.
Still, the fact is, we do still make less in the same position, doing the same job.
Oh, that's my favorite one, yeah. Jay, 421-9393. Jay, you're on the air.
Oh, man. I used to work in an office ran by women. Like, everybody in the West area was a woman as far as bosses, and it was miserable, man. It was the worst work environment ever, I swear it.
Wow.
And you would think maybe it would have been the opposite. You would think Jay, in a situation where he's one of a few, if not the only male specimen on site in a overwhelming group of women at a workplace, would be just the perfectly carved out environment. And yet Jay says it was intolerable. He was suffering on a daily basis.
It was brutal, man. I mean, I won't lie. We were the most productive area, but no, it wasn't good. It wasn't a good work environment. That's why I used to work there.
Why?
Oh, man, just so manipulative. You can't move up in the company when they don't want you to, you know?
Wow, talk about a role reversal.
Okay.
Listen to the whining man.
Wow.
He's being held down by all these women.
The heel of a woman.
Mm-hmm. The heel of a woman on your forehead, keeping you at the bottom rung of that ladder, huh, Jay?
Jeez, tough, right, Jay.
It was terrible.
Wow. Well, Jay, I'm sure a lot of women out there are saying, well, now you know what women have felt for a long period of time, and it's about time you got a little dosage of what women have dealt with, but I'm not going to say that to you, Jay.
Doesn't feel good, does it, Jay?
You know, it's all right. It's all right. I'm not bitter about it or anything.
Oh, no, not at all.
What are you doing now, Jay?
What am I doing? Oh, man, I'm out a male-dominated job now. I'm back to painting houses. I run a business doing that, so.
I mean, even a woman, Terry, although you're probably bugged by Jay and some of his comments, even a woman would probably not want to be in an office with all women. Come on. Most women don't like other women, especially at work. Most women get along with men better than they get along with women.
That is the general tendency,
especially under the roof of some kind of workplace environment.
Well, we do admit that our gender is the best at bringing each other up, but when one gets too much power, we love to tear them down.
Even better than bringing each other up, you have a higher skill rate at keeping each other down and being catty and stabbing each other in the back, being two-faced.
It's sad.
And it's all... Prime example of that is what's going on right now on Celebrity Apprentice.
Oh, yeah.
You got an old-ass, bastard-ass like Joan Rivers.
Wasn't she really upset that her daughter got kicked off?
Who's going head-to-head in the finale against professional card player Annie Duke, and they couldn't be more hateful and spiteful and dirty to each other than any two women possibly could. Joan Rivers calling Annie Duke Hitler.
Wow.
Annie Duke calling Joan Rivers bitch.
Whoa.
And I'm sure it feels good and refreshing to actually be able to say that, as opposed to just think it in a typical workplace environment.
And the men going, fight, 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 fight.
Mike, you're on the air.
Yeah, I just don't think women are very effective at all at work.
Well.
Oh, thanks for that.
I mean, I work at UPS, and I'm a supervisor, and the other women supervisors don't do anything.
And you have to hire a certain number of women just to keep everything all fair, but women are keeping everything back, holding things from really reaching its full potential? What are you talking about, Mike?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, they hold everything back, and their work areas have the lowest production numbers, so...
Are we talking about loading? Are we talking about loading trucks? Or are we talking about actual?
Yeah, loading trucks, unloading trucks, everything.
Well, there are certain skills that physical handicap, like being a woman, is going to. Well, as opposed to the physical strength of a man, you got to acknowledge that women are not going to be as effective at loading a truck when it comes to heavy packages.
I understand that, yes, there are certain physical attributes that, yes, a man by far is going to be stronger than a woman.
So I'm actually complimenting you. When it comes to brute force, women are going to be at some disadvantage, but when it comes to brain power.
Brain's right.
Well, I'm actually talking about the women supervisors. They're least effective out of everybody. So.
Well, maybe you're having a hard time accepting, but Tari's story points out that at Fortune 500 companies, let's see here, 34% higher profit margins, and those that have a higher rate of women than those that don't. I don't believe it. I'd like to fight it more than I really have the strength to do, but there is certainly a part of me that saw this day coming, and I don't know what to make of it, but I certainly am not going to take your word over it over theirs, Mike. All right? Thanks for the call. Another Mike calling in. Yes, Mike.
Okay.
Turn your radio down. Let me go to Johnny. Yes, Johnny.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, is this the T-Man?
Yes.
Okay, T-Man. I walked in on my wife. She's having sex with my cousin.
Yes.
My name is Chris.
I thought your name was Johnny.
I thought it was Mike.
My name is Chris. My cousin's name is Johnny.
Mm-hmm. Now, who's Johnny?
Johnny's my cousin.
Yes.
I walked in on him.
Mm-hmm.
He's on top of my wife in some type of lingerie. She won't even wear lingerie for me.
Johnny was wearing lingerie, or your wife was, or both?
He was wearing some type of outfit.
Yeah.
It was called
a...
I don't know what it was called exactly.
An erection, which your wife actually was seeing for the first time, maybe in a long time. Maybe that was the outfit you're talking about. Is that the outfit we're referring to? No? Oh, well, anyway. And what was your reaction? What was your...
I was infuriated.
Well, that certainly would go without saying, but did you have any impulse, physical kind of knee-jerk reaction, or you just stood there in shock and numb, or what?
When I first saw my cousin, I didn't know it was my cousin. I thought it was just some stranger.
Which would have changed things in what big type fashion, really, when it comes down to it? A man having sex with your wife would probably bother you no matter who he was, I would think, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah, it made me upset. So then...
That seems kind of natural.
I looked over at him, and I noticed it was my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So I jumped on him. No homo. I didn't jump on him in any type of crazy ways. I tried to knock him out.
I'm glad you pointed that out, because we had threesome kind of visuals just running rampant in our minds right now, Chris.
So we're clear on that, though, right, T?
Oh, we're cleared up on that and this made-up story, yes. And now where are we going?
So I jumped on him. I tried to swing on him, but he's bigger than me.
These things do happen, Terry. But you could tell from the tone of a listener, you could tell from the tone of a caller whether they're making up a story or not, and this certainly has that written all over it. But I'm more than happy in appeasing any caller that wants to have their moment on the air. So, so when you jumped on him...
So then, I'm not making this up, T.
Yeah.
So then he swung back at me, because I tried to swing at him. He swung back at me and hit
With what?
Me in the mouth. With his fist.
Oh, his fist, okay.
He hit me in the mouth. I fell.
That was the second hardest thing he had on his person to hit Chris with.
He hit me with his fist. I fell to the ground.
That was the second time a person on that bed got hit with a fist, by the way, just in case you were keeping score or not, Chris.
What was that?
Never mind. And how does things stand with your wife at this time, Chris?
She left. She left with him.
Yeah. All right, well, it sounds like you're back at square one as far as you being out there in the social world, so enjoy it, okay, Chris?
Okay, buddy.
Take care, man. Roger!
Hey.
What's up?
What's up, T-Man? No, I was just listening earlier to you guys and listening to Terry tell the tale about how women are better in the workforce than men are. I got a little something to say about that because I'm a contractor out in Bainbridge Island, and let me tell you, man, women make about 1% of this industry, and this industry is everywhere. I mean, we're talking skyscrapers, everything built, everything that takes any type of muscle. Women have nothing to do with.
So there's no place for any woman in your industry except for the token 1% that they throw out there just to try to make it seem legit.
Secretaries.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. They're good at crunching numbers. I'm not going to take that away from them. But when it comes to the actual work, I mean, exactly like the rebuilding of society, they're useless.
See that? When it comes to caveman-type tests, Terry, men have still got the market cornered, so eat your heart out. Linda, you're on the air.
Hi. I want to say that's a bunch of hooey, what he just said. Is because we have one guy that works with us, and he doesn't do anything around where we work.
Hmm?
He's lazy, and he gets paid more than any of us. So we do a lot. We work in the nursing and everything else, and he is the worst and the laziest person we have.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe that women shouldn't... Oh, I have issues with him. The last caller.
Z, you're on the air.
Yes, how you doing? I wanted to make a comment about why women get paid less than men, which is unfair in society because this society was founded by and built by men, and the thing is, it's a male chauvinistic society, whereas it's like
and you're proving
like women are equal up to them in the same standards as far as when it comes to work and things they do.
So you're giving us the men still run everything angle, or you're congratulating and welcoming women to the world of productivity and then some, surpassing men, whether we realize we were being passed on the racetrack of life or not?
Well, the way I look at it is, I guess you can say I'm congratulating because as far as the world's concerned, it's still changing. As far as they never thought a black person would be in as a president. And at the same right, as one time women had no rights or they're not even equal rights as men. So, I mean, the world is still changing as in effect it is. But as long as there's race, sex, and color, it always still going to be problems as far as who gets paid what, who does what, and how things are going to be equal or not equal.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure he knows exactly where he's coming from, but I got a lot out of it nonetheless. Bikini Dave.
Oh, yes, it is him. Yes, lovely. Yes, actually, I had an opinion, T-Man, of the women in the workforce.
Well, I certainly make more than enough time for Bikini Dave's opinion.
Yes, and you should. Yeah, they don't do anything at all, actually.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
I mean, I think the caller had it right. I mean, there's times, right? Like they've definitely earned their stripes.
Well, Terry has read a story this morning saying it is official: 34% more productivity and or maybe it's more along the lines of 34% more effectiveness as it pertains to the bottom line in your typical corporate America situation, where women are dominating, or at least the majority in a particular workplace, and you're saying you don't believe it. They are still in your minds nothing more than mere window dressing.
No, don't go do that. No, there's definitely number crunchers, but I think the gentleman from Bainsford had it right on. That when it comes to actually the rebuilding and things that are really actually important, they really don't do that much. But
hold up with the rebuilding of society and things like that. Is that
who's the manager of the radio station?
What?
A woman.
A woman?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Bad example.
Yeah.
Of our radio stations here,
yeah.
It's a woman.
What? The owner?
Yeah. Well, not the owner, no, but the manager of the Seattle radio station cluster. You picked the perhaps worst example you could possibly throw out of your ass there. She's a woman, and she is one of the best, yes.
Well, she looks good while she's doing it. I'll take my comments off the air.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
wow.
I can second the motion on that as well. She does look good while she's doing it as well.
And she's done a
That is a good combination.
job.
Doing a good job and looking good while you're doing it never hurt.
Right.
But it seems like certain guys out there are trying to point out that when it comes to the laboring jobs of the world,
right.
when it comes to actually getting your hands into the mix and doing something that you could actually see at the end of the day, a tangible a tangible bit of evidence that you did something on the job, like building or...
Fine, go do the grunt work and be physical. That's fine. We as women will take over the high intelligent stuff, the financial things, and make the increase. See, we all work together.
Me. Yeah, maybe not you, but anyone else. Anyway, as far as the unskilled labor jobs, you're giving that to the men,
and you're
welcoming into it.
That's all your mind can really handle.
They can ooga booga themselves to death. Anyway,
well,
pound on their chest.
I am man and I can build and lift. Yeah.
Oh, wow, I can't believe.
I'm cool.
Okay.
I mean, really? Okay. Have at it.
Okay, I'm going to go throw up now. Anyway, for those who didn't make it on, tomorrow's another day. 421-9393 will work tomorrow just as good as it did today. And let me see if I can get in one last call. No, I can't. Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, go out and celebrate.
Make it the best one ever. And
the 5 o'clock traffic jam. Y'all feel me, man?
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Listen to today's show, man. This afternoon at 4:10, you could instantly win $10,000. Period.
And then you gotta check out our traffic jam today at 5:30 when we play Tupac, Cali Love. Okay. We're gonna give you Sounders tickets because you know David Beckham's coming to town.
KUBE 93.
It's back, it's beefed up, and better than ever. It's Applebee's 2 for $20 menu, now including real burgers. Now at Applebee's 2, you can get 1 appetizer, 2 entrees, and a real night out for just $20. Choose a classic, like our 7-ounce house sirloin and Oriental chicken salad. Or one of Applebee's Real at First Bite real burgers, like the Steakhouse Burger with A1 steak sauce, the Quesadilla Burger, or the Fire Pit Bacon Burger. Whichever you choose, it'll be made fresh, slammed with flavor, and stacked high with the stuff you love most. So bring a him, bring a her, get a buddy, and get on down to your neighborhood Applebee's, where 1 appetizer and 2 entrees are just $20. Real variety, real value, real deal. 2 for $20 is back, only at Applebee's. It's a whole new neighborhood. Prices and participation may vary.
Make Applebee's your choice this year for treating Mom on Mother's Day. When you dine with Mom at Applebee's on Mother's Day, Mom receives a complimentary $10 gift certificate to use on a future visit to Applebee's. So make it Applebee's for Mother's Day.
Hey, James, here's the cost analysis report.
Thanks. Ooh, I think you're missing a page.
No, we're trying to save on paper, so we're using triple-sided printing.
Triple-sided?
Yeah, triple-sided. We're printing on the front, the back, and the paper's edge.